Yo, it's Donna A, the queen of the scene. Running the fam like a mafia queen. Got my kids in line, hubby's under my spell. This godmother story I'm gonna tell. I'm Donna Adelson, the boss of the pack. Got my kids moving forward, ain't no looking back. Charlie, Wendi, my puppets on strings. I say jump, they ask, how high is the thing? Hubby Harvey's chillin', he's my right-hand man. Nods to my orders like, yes, dear, I can. From Boca to Tally, my empire's tight. Ruling this fam like it's Goodfellas night. Donna's the Dawn, you'll call me the chief. Controlling the crew, no room for no grief. Kids and my man, they all do my will. Mess with my fam, ha, you'll catch a chill. Son-in-law Dan, oh, he crossed the line. Thought he could split us, yo, that ain't fine. I snapped my fingers, made a plan real quick. Like a mafia queen, I'm sharp like a brick. Charlie's my bank, Wendy's my brain. Harvey just shrugs, babe, you run this game. I'm sipping my coffee, scheming with flair. Running the show from my South Beach lair, up high in the air. Donna's the Dawn, yo, call me the chief. Controlling the crew, no room for no grief. Kids and my man, they all do my will. Mess with my fam, ha, you'll catch a chill.
All
I'm
right,
planning and
everybody.
plotting, got that grandma.
I hope you guys are doing well. Man, I'm still just so disappointed about this afternoon. Yet we do what we got to do, right? So I apologize and I hope you will forgive me. And we're going to go ahead and jump right into the video because, it's late and we need to get it done. So we will be listening, I think, to Wendy's testimony tomorrow. And so I really, really, really wanted to get through this. Let me ask you guys a quick question. Hey, Texas Lassie, Ceresia, DB, how are you? Retho, thank you for coming back. Lori Staggs, it's great to see you. Is it true that there was a receipt for ABC liquor in Dan Markel's car? Like, I'm confused now. Certainly we know Wendi Adelson bought Bullet bourbon for a party that she was going to. But someone said that it was actually that she had it, but that in Dan's car they have a receipt from ABC Liquor. That seems kind of crazy to me. So I'm not sure if that's real. I don't know. So I need to do some reading about it. If you've heard of that, please let me know. Because even the Chat GPT, even Chat GPT is saying no. Dan Markel did not have a receipt from ABC Liquor in his car. I'm thinking that the person that said this is really dependable, right? They're really knowledgeable. They're really dependable. I think they're misremembering that, right? I'm thinking that maybe they read something about Wendi, and that's where the receipt came from, was Wendy's purchase. So let me know if you hear anything different, because I was blown away when I was told that, and I was like, I don't think that's right. But we'll see. I saw a picture recently. You see a picture of the bottle and the receipt together. Yeah, he admitted what he did, DB. They say they're looking for the looking for the baby. Thank God he admitted it, right? I saw it in a car, but I'm not sure whose car. That's what I was thinking, Lori. I was thinking that it was photographs, right? Like crime scene photographs, and that it was actually of Wendy's car, not Dan's car. Because I'm gonna tell you what, if there was a bottle of bullet bourbon and a receipt in Dan's car, um, that's bad. That would be very, very strange. So the baby is not found yet, but the dad admitted it and apparently has said where they can find the baby. Yeah, it's so sad. So, so sad. All right, so let's go ahead and get through this. I hate to rush it, but today my plans got really messed up. And, I had promised you guys that I was going to do this, and I'm just, man, I was so disappointed. So we left off here. Wendy is about to have support from a social worker, an advocate, if you will. And I'm going to speed this up a little bit and let's see if we can get through this.
For one more year. And then we moved back to Miami for a year, and then we moved here for a year. The reason why I say my parents are going to say I did it is because after we got divorced, I wanted to move to South Florida, and I filed a petition to relocate in the court, and the court said no. So, because I mean, yeah, so you can always leave, you just can't leave with your kids. So, we're we're in Tallahassee because of Danny's job.
I'm blown away by this overly dramatic, horrified reaction. She's sobbing. She's freaked out. She even goes as far to say she's going to be unable to take care of the kids because she is so upset about Dan dying, right? Okay, she's still laughing. She's laughing a lot once Detective Ison says, no, you're no suspect. The worm turned, didn't it? Her whole demeanor changes. Look at her grinning. She's having a great time telling the history of Danny and how abusive he was to her. And oopsie, now he can't be abusive anymore.
So he taught at UM before he came up here?
He didn't. He had that year at FSU, and then UM said they wanted to hire him. So I worked there for a year. He worked there for half a year. We commuted back and forth to FSU, and then UM didn't hire him, and so we moved back to FSU. And I've been here since like the 07 school year.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go get the victim advocate. All right, and introduce you to her. And as soon as we get your phone back, I'll probably want you to show me some of those text messages. I know it's going to be on the record, okay, but I may want to ask you that, and then we'll try to get everything expedited so you can be there when your kids get picked up from school.
Right, because the alternative would be like a police officer.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. I want you to come pick them up.
Instead of a police officer, if it can't be me, I'd rather it be like a family friend or something.
Well, we could do that too.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, I do not want. I think they'll get really scared.
No. All the officer's done is checked on your children and make sure they're at school. We just had to find out where they were and where you were. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be right back.
Okay. I can put my IDs away.
Yes.
Boy, she is really relieved, isn't she? Hear that sigh? I think I did it. I think I'm home. Scot-free.
Wendy, this is Sarah Latour.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Oh, look, they're smiling again.
On this side, if you don't mind. Meet one of these
I'm usually a lot more fun.
I've been trying to kind of find some next of kin information on his parents.
Do you want their names?
Yes, that would be helpful.
His dad is Phil Markel.
And they're in Canada.
They're in Canada. They're in Toronto.
She wants to talk.
Okay. His mom's name is Ruth Markel.
Are they married still?
They just got divorced. They're 70. They just got divorced after like 30 something
Wow,
years
it's
of
really
marriage.
hard to hear.
And when you say they're 70, are they in good health 70?
Yeah, they're young. They're like
70, but not 70.
my dad just turned 70. He's very young. He's 70.
So they wouldn't live together.
I don't think they're living together. Truthfully, Danny and I got divorced in the last 2 years, and they separated in the last 2 years. So
Okay.
I'm fuzzy on the
And
details.
that's okay. And you were going through your thing, and they were probably going through theirs.
Yeah, I have that skirt.
Do you?
It's pretty.
I'm sure that I don't have it. A lot of people do.
He has a sister that he's really close with.
Is she in Canada too? And what's her name?
Her name's Shelly Markel.
Is Shelly short for something?
It's not.
Okay. Did she have EY in there? Or is it
No,
just
it's Shelly. I'm sure you do this all the time as your job, but like I cannot believe this is happening.
It's not a normal situation to be in, and it's never easy or anything like that. So all your emotions and stuff you're feeling are okay right now. Okay?
I'm so worried about my kids. I don't know how I'm gonna tell them what happened.
And you know
They're so little.
and you know it is difficult sometimes for little kids because their perception of reality is
They love their dad.
different.
I'm sorry, you can ask me questions.
No,
I'm just-
you're fine. Talk to me about what you want to talk to me about.
It's fine. I'll tell you what you
No, you're good though. Like I want to be here for you too. Like it's very sure.
I just like I can't believe this is happening. I don't understand, and I'm very scared because if this can happen, like, what if someone's gonna come after the kids? Like, who did this, and why would they do this?
And from what they're mentioning, they haven't had any indications of that.
Do you think someone can watch the house where I'm gonna be with the kids tonight to make sure that nobody comes after us?
We'll discuss kind of that type of stuff. I'm gonna make sure that they know all your concerns and fears. Okay.
I just
Take stuff one step at a time though right now. I know it's hard.
I don't know how I'm gonna tell them.
I can tell you this. I think it's gonna be best coming from you. You're their mother. You seem very educated and put together. And it sounds like you've gone through a lot the past 2 years.
Yeah, but the kids have been doing so well with everything. They're really like happy, well-adjusted kids. There's so many people in their life that
you all are
love
doing the
them.
right thing.
And I get why I would be a suspect, but the idea that we were divorced, the idea that I would ever do anything is like, I understand why they need to check, but I don't know who would though. I don't know who would do this. I can see why they would think it would be me.
Well, I don't think I did investigate ICE and talk to you at all about like what your role is in this.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
And a lot of times they do stuff just to kind of cancel you out too.
It's fine. I understand.
Okay.
I understand. I just can't believe this is happening. So I do best with being helpful. So why don't you tell me what I can do to help you?
Okay. Well, give me the parents' names. I know you probably, if you have any of their phone numbers, I know you don't right now, probably from memory either.
It's in my
because-
phone.
Right.
I don't remember them.
So we'll wait for.
They lived in Toronto, and I didn't have a really close relationship
Okay.
with them before the divorce.
Okay.
And after the divorce, it's been, I've sent his sister like happy birthday messages, but it's not close. So I don't.
Right. You didn't have a reason to really have communication with them, and that's okay.
Okay, so other than their names,
Right. That's probably all you really.
no, I'm asking like, what can I do?
Let's see. You can. Worry about you and your boys. Start thinking who would be someone that you want here for you that's here in Tallahassee now
What do you mean here for me? Like for what?
for support for you, because you're gonna have to go.
I'd really like my family to come.
Okay.
And they're not here, but
Where are they located?
I'm just so upset right now that I'm worried about parenting effectively. So if
Well, and
my
that's why.
if my parents were here, they could help me. They're really close with the kids, so they could help me. I feel like you and I look a little bit alike. Do you see this as you're looking at my
You
face?
have very pretty blue eyes. They're much
What?
bluer than mine.
But I feel like,
What?
anyways, like
In the
looking
hair.
at my sister, similar hair.
What?
I
What?
must look awesome right now.
Oh
but
my God. She said, you could be my sister? What the holy hell? That is nuts. Do you think she's that sophisticated at like manipulating? I can't believe she would be. Right, DB? Oh my God. Hey, Diane. What in the hell? I like your shirt. I love you so much. I want to be an effective parent. I feel like we look like each other. Why, my goodness, you could be my sister. Girlfriend, man, that is some sincere manipulation. Crazy, right? I don't know how I got this far and never heard that before. Just wow is all I got to say. That's crazy. Damn, Wendy, you up your game, girl.
In crisis. I'd really like my parents to be here and help me
Okay.
with the kids.
And so for my information, what are your parents' names?
I feel like I should be the one to tell them.
No, I don't want. I'm not gonna go tell them. I'm just
Yeah.
more of as
Who's
you know,
with
this time
me?
goes on, right? When you're referring to people, I want to know. Who you're
Sure. My parents' names are Donna and Harvey Adelson.
And did you say they were in Florida?
They are. They're splitting. They're sort of in the process of retiring.
Okay.
I mean, semi.
Mhm.
So they work together. They're super happy and in love.
Exactly, Dee.
40 plus years in. So they like live in Coral Springs for part of the week and then in Miami for part of the week. So today is Friday and they're in Miami.
Okay, so then it's Miami. Like
Forming
their homeland for them?
alliances,
My
Rita.
brother Charlie
She's
got this place for them to
manipulating.
sort of have them try living
Where
in
the
Miami.
hell would
So
you
sometimes
learn
on the
that
weekends they all
level of
hang out
manipulation?
together. So they'll be there.
That's crazy, man. I'm blown away.
And like I said, I'm not going to notify your parents or do anything like that. I was just, like I said, getting that more just so.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
I am.
And do you have anyone in Tallahassee that you consider your go-to person here?
I have a lot of, I'm not saying this to be bragging, I have like a number of people that
You have a
I
good network.
I do. The person who feels most like family is my friend Lynn.
Lynn? Okay.
She's just a bit older than me and I'm very close with their family. She's 4 kids and I'm kind of like an aunt to the twin girls. I'd really love for Lynn to be around.
Okay. What's Lynn's last name?
Grossman.
SSMAN?
Yeah,
Okay, she's here locally.
she is. Yeah, she lives right down, really close to me.
What are your two boys' names? I know.
My older son is turning 5 on the 29th. His name is Benjamin.
I just, it's about 4:10, so I know we're gonna need to start making arrangements as far as if he wants to maybe pick your kids up and take them home, that type of thing. So Sarah can, if you wanna figure that out, just because I think he said that they had to be picked up by about 5 or so.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
So something to just
Okay,
think about what we
thank
want to
you.
get on.
what should we do about that?
What do you think would be? Do you have any? 'Cause you probably have. They're younger, right? So probably
They're 3.5 and 5.
So they probably
They're
started
in car
unboosted.
seats.
Okay.
They're in car seats. I am in shock right now, so I could probably be functional to like drive
can
a
help.
car.
Well, I can help with kind of that type of stuff. Do you have a friend? Do you want?
I mean, I would, if Lynn is here, I don't know if she's in town. It's Friday.
Yes.
I don't know if she's in town this weekend. If she is, I would love for her to be with
Lynn would be
me.
your person. Okay.
Yeah,
And then if Lynn's not, do you have a kind of backup person you would think?
I do. I have a lot of friends who have kids,
Mhm.
so they have their own responsibilities. My friend Jane, who actually I think used to be a victim advocate.
Okay.
Jane would be a really good choice. Jane McPherson.
I don't know. Call me crazy. Wendy does not
And-
seem like she is.
And I might be able to get
talk.
these numbers, but
Because she doesn't have kids, it's all on my phone.
And,
I
and it's
memorize.
okay. And I don't have anything memorized either. So.
Other close friends that I would have be with me right now. I have this really close friend whose husband died last year, who has a kid, and we spent a lot of time together, so she'd understand. But I don't want to do that to her.
Okay. Well, and I think maybe between Lynn and Jane,
Hopefully, one
we
of
can
them.
get- Okay.
Oh, Jane might be traveling. It's just somewhere people are traveling all the
Okay.
time.
I understand.
Who else might be here?
What do you think, Lynn and Jane would be kind of a good start?
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go check and see how long on your phone. So that way we can kind of start working on those things.
Okay.
Some things for you to think about, when you meet your boys. And I'm sorry, it's really hard.
I just don't know how to tell them that.
Well, you know your boys better than anyone else does, right?
Right now, they were expecting, I don't know if Danny told them or not, the plan was he was gonna take them swimming this afternoon, which is sort of out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Normally, I would just pick him up, but I think he's leaving town for the weekend, I just think he wanted extra time with the kids, so he was gonna take them to Truesdale and bring them to my house. So
Okay.
sometimes plans change, like sometimes his flights are delayed from New York and the kids say, they call him Abba, which means father in Hebrew, they say, I thought this was an Abba day, what are you doing here? And I'd say, well, Abba's flight was late, so it's gonna be a mommy day for a little while. So if there was a plan they were expecting, it would have been the go to the pool plan, but
Okay.
they knew that it was time to be with me,
Okay, so
so.
I knew they were gonna transition into
So
a mommy
normal
time.
for them would have been mommy all weekend,
Okay.
mommy all week, and then Wednesday off. What you were saying, so for them, this is what they expect, is I think for me to come pick them up is very normal.
Okay.
I don't know if I can drive my car right now.
And that's why we're gonna try to contact some friends, kind of try to work out what options we can to help you, so you might not have to
Uh-huh.
do that, okay?
Okay,
So let me go check on your phone,
okay.
and then I'll come back and kind of let you know and see if maybe how long it'll take, or see if I can find some phone numbers.
My two friends that I was with for lunch when they came and found me, how did they find where I was?
I have no
Also,
idea.
I mean, did they just search for my car? Like, I'm just amazed. I was eating with two girlfriends. They're both psychiatrists.
Okay.
So they'd probably be good people to talk to.
Okay.
One of them is a child psychiatrist, so I just
So
feel
she
like
might be a good person to talk to, especially about.
how to talk to the boys.
I mean,
I'm fine, as far as I'm going, so I'm fine.
So bizarre, isn't it? It's just so bizarre.
the memories and work numbers, if they look at.
So Jane is a PhD student. She's working from home.
Okay.
Lynn works, I'm kind of forgetting what the name of the place is that she works. She does like Holocaust recovery stuff. Department of Financial Services, maybe. It's not DVPR. It might be DFS. But her
She
husband.
works for the state though.
Her husband and I are close to, like,
Okay.
friends with the family. Her husband's name is Alan Grossman, Allen,
Oops.
and he has his own law firm in town, so he should be really easy to find.
Okay,
It's like
and he-
Grossman, but Furlough and Bio, maybe.
Do you know what street it's off of by chance? Probably downtown. Okay, that's good.
But
Though.
you
I
can
mean,
find him and find
he's
that
an
number,
attorney.
and he's usually at work. I'm trying to think. All of my really, really close friends live out of town, but
okay. And go. I'm gonna try to do just some Google stuff real quick, and then I'll come back.
Okay. We really should start memorizing more phone numbers. I used to know
You
them.
know, it's just technology that makes it easier for us.
I'm going crazy in this white room.
I'm sorry. I know it's not the.
It's not like pictures from
No,
Adelson
no.
ever. I just feel like I'm in a Twilight Zone, and I keep picturing the kids like at a funeral having to say goodbye to their dad, and I
Just take it
can't
one
believe
step
I
at
have
a
to do
time.
this to them.
Do you want me when I find the numbers? Is it okay if I call your
Yeah,
friends?
yeah,
okay,
it's
you want me-
fine.
and I can go and tell them
I
that you.
could really use some help
Okay.
taking care of the boys tonight.
Mhm, of course.
I'm trying to think of who else I would call. My closest friend in town is on vacation right now with her family.
Well, we'll start with Lynn and see kind of where we get from there, since she.
Okay.
Okay. Another kind of question we have, do you want, if we get in touch with one of your friends, do you think it's best if maybe they picked up the kids first, or
Just because it's 4:15 now, I didn't know time-wise what we'd be looking
I
at.
just don't want
bring them?
to. I was supposed to say I don't want to traumatize them, but they're about to get plenty traumatized.
And they can take them home.
Right. I just
I
don't
mean-
know what would be less upsetting for the boys.
That's-
Like,
That's up to you.
what I would most like.
Or we can make arrangements with the school and just say, look, it's gonna be a little late, you need to work with us, and mom and a friend will
I
come.
think they do keep it open till like 5:30 or
Okay.
so. So what I would most like would be to pick them up myself and have someone with me in case I don't feel like I can drive well.
That's fine. And Lynn would be your first option
Lynn
to
would
come
be
here.
my first
And
choice,
you're-
or Alan, her husband.
Okay. And you're okay with me speaking with them and telling them to come here
Yeah,
first? And
my car is,
we have the cars here.
oh, they got it here.
I think they were bringing it here, and I think
Did they take my keys? How did they get the car here?
I don't know.
I guess you guys.
Well, I may be wrong. I thought, Investigator Isom, it may still be at the other place, was gonna touch base, okay, I may not, I may be wrong, was going to touch base with you about, because I know he's done a bunch of different stuff as far as doing your hands and all that stuff, to see if you'd be willing to let us look in your car to see if there's
You can look-
anything,
You
you know,
can
okay.
search the
And
car.
so he'll have another form for you to
That's
do.
fine.
Okay, so I will call them, and the question is, I will not tell them what's going on until they get here.
I would tell them.
Okay, I just didn't know them driving, are they good friends with him as well?
They've been mutual friends, but they're more my friends.
Okay.
I mean, I think everyone's gonna be devastated.
Sure, and maybe I'll just say that you're up here, you're fine, but they need to come pick you up, and then we can do that here, you know?
I mean, I think you can tell them
Okay.
when he needs help,
That's
picking up the boys because of what's happened. Like, I think you can tell them why I need them.
That's fine.
That's fine.
And she said she's fine with the van, search of the van and stuff when,
Do
you
you
know, because we were talking about that. All right, I will take care of this, Wendy.
Thank you. I don't know who that is. Is she another?
She's a sergeant with us.
Okay. That was very gentle of me. Sorry.
Feels right?
No, you're okay.
Sorry to not because she's a woman.
No.
You're welcome. I'll fill out whatever paperwork you want.
Have it right here.
Search the van. I can read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You witness that, Sarah?
Sure.
We got, an alternative for the kids?
What's the alternative?
I mean.
Right now, Joanna's calling one of her friends that she gave us and trying to see if they can have the friend come here
Right.
and then they can go together and pick up the children. That way she'll have a support system.
Right,
So,
absolutely. The receipt you just rolled up, what was that for?
That was lunch. I was trying to find the receipt from the bourbon, but I may have put it with the bourbon. This is from yesterday. It's lunch. But these are old ones. I was looking for the bourbon, but I must have put it in the bag with the bourbon that I kept in the car.
Can I hold on to this one from Mosaic?
Sure.
Did you need it to vouch for things?
No,
Okay.
sorry, that's fine.
What's this?
I just didn't want you to think I was crumbling up other
No,
receipts. They're just-
it wasn't for that. I just was thinking before.
No, I just thought I would find the bourbon one.
Yeah.
But I must have put it in the bag.
Just looking at the dates.
I eat a lot. I lost the key to my house, so I went to buy many spare keys to give to friends around town so I don't get locked out of my house again.
Okay.
So that's what that is. It's my many spare keys that are now around Tallahassee, which now makes me nervous.
Okay. I know the receipt that I might be interested in is the gas receipt.
Yeah. Oh, I asked for no receipt,
Okay.
so I can give you my
That's okay.
charge card information, but
If I need it later on.
I didn't get a receipt.
That's all right.
Okay.
But you bought the bourbon over there sometime afternoon and then went to, okay. All right.
It should be, the bourbon's in the car, so
Okay.
it should be in there.
I'll get started on this and I'll hold on to this.
Are you bringing the car here?
Yes, I think it's already here.
How did they bring it here without
Tow truck.
keys?
Tow
Tow truck.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're trying to be as efficient as possible. All right, so we're working on the,
Mhm. Yep, Joanna's trying to make contact now with some friends.
okay, and then they'll come here hopefully.
Hopefully as long as she can.
Do you think I need to, I had like a whole weekend of plans ahead with the kids and stuff, like, should I start contacting people and let them know that like I can't,
Just,
what's a good idea? I just, like, I can't show up for like play dates right now, so
sure, yeah.
I don't know, like, do you want me not to tell people what's going on? Is this like,
Well,
I got that call from Lisa Perry, so like, how did she find out?
she said she saw something in the neighborhood or heard
She
something.
said she
right?
heard there was a shooting on Trescott. I thought because she's a real estate agent, maybe she was rolling around and she saw Trescott, but how did, like, is it on the news? Like, did,
Well, I can tell you that there was news media out there with cameras, but I don't know if anything has been reported as to the specific address.
okay,
I don't know what our public information office has released.
I'm asking for you, like,
Okay.
I don't wanna like make this,
She wants to know what she can tell people or what she can't right now.
which, in terms of making things better or worse for you.
I would say that for right now, I would not deny to anybody that something did happen, but
But
you
if
can,
I'm gonna call and cancel all my, like, I'm supposed to be at a party
Right.
tonight, like,
okay, I can't go. There's been an incident.
so I
that's
can just
happened,
tell people, I'm just not gonna be able to be
Right.
there, I'll talk to you later, and that's
Right.
it.
That's-
Okay,
That's fine.
okay,
I don't want you not to have a support network of friends.
yeah.
And
Well,
they're,
I will tell who needs to know, but like,
Right.
I also, I don't,
You want to explain this to 1,000 people.
Well, it's not about, it's yes, but I don't think that's good for the kids. Like, I don't want people, I don't know what to do about, like, the kids are really young. I don't know what to do in terms of that reaction, but I also am kind of scared that there's like some maniac out there, and I would like for you to find whoever that is. So I don't want to make things worse in some way in terms of you being able to find someone.
Okay.
That's all I'm asking.
Just, I would just only tell the people that need to know, that are
Okay.
closest to you for your benefit. And anyone else, if they inquire, just, you can tell them any excuse you want. You can say, the police have asked me not to discuss it.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
I'll throw you under the bus.
Okay, I'm used to that.
Right, DB? The
That's a nice way of
manipulation is
slowing me down.
heavy.
Sarah, your job is very hard.
It is.
You have a very nice personality for it. Very calming.
Thank you for saying that. That's kind of how I sell myself sometimes on doing this.
It's really hard. Do you know Gwen?
Gwen Williams?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I think you did a presentation at a Red Cross human trafficking.
Sure, I did.
Yeah. Because I
That's Salvation Army.
yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was me.
I thought so.
Look
When
at
they
her
were kind of telling me,
smiling
you know,
and
who I should be
zeroing
talking
in
with.
on that woman.
I was like, that sounds familiar.
Then I had the boys there.
Oh,
that morning,
weird.
That's why I like talked to
And I
them.
remember you talking about your boys actually too.
Well, it's good to see you again.
Sorry, under these circumstances.
I feel like I'm in the middle of a nightmare.
This isn't something that anyone plans on going through or wants to go through.
We were
So
divorced. It wasn't good, but like, this is never something you would ever want to happen. I understand why I'm a suspect. I guess I'm not a suspect. I understand why you would think that I would do this, but not you. But
Okay.
uh,
Wendy,
Sorry.
Wendy.
and I'm so sorry for his family,
Consciousness
And
of
for-
guilt, but
his children, who are now going to grow up without a father.
my goodness.
And I have no idea who would do this, and I feel like they're out there. And if they're capable of this, like, what's to keep them from going after the kids? Like, if they hate Danny, then why wouldn't they hate his children?
And you know, they're doing this investigation now to kind of figure out what happened.
He didn't do it to himself. There's no way he did it. He never really got depressed. He never got that sad. You know, like, he was a really positive guy. It wasn't him.
And you know, just because you guys are divorced, you probably know him very well, probably better than anyone else does. So-
Except for the last 2 years. Like, I don't know specifics of, like,
well, right, his personal life, but you still know his personality.
I do.
And, you know, personalities usually don't change very often. So
Yeah. I'm gonna have a hard time not being sad in front of the boys. I need to tell them today, don't I?
I think you do.
Have you done this before? Doesn't
Have
matter
I
if you've
told
done this
have
before.
I told children? You know, I have not as young as your boys.
What do I tell them?
You know where your boys are at. You know kind of what you talk to your boys, you know, and I know they're so
Right,
young, you know,
yeah.
some parents have conversations about life and
Me
death and things like that.
thinks
And some
it's a
have
little
that at that
bit
age.
We had
much
our first conversation
after all
about
they've
God
been through.
yesterday,
Okay.
ever. And then I was living into his car seat, and Ben out of nowhere says, "Mommy, I bet Abba knows a lot more about God than you do." And I said, "Well," I said, "different people have different beliefs about God." And so we get to the car, and Ben was like, "Is God a man or a woman?" I said, "Well, some people believe that he or she is an old white man with a long white beard." And Lincoln, who's 3.5, said, "God is dead."
And Ben's your oldest then, and then who's your 3.5-year-old?
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
And I said, Lincoln, like, I was like, it's like Nietzsche in the backseat. Like, it's like Lincoln who's still in diapers, but is having a sophisticated conversation about God. And I just was laughing and laughing, and they were asking such interesting questions, and I was answering them with, like, different people think different things, and, you know, but it was just our first time we ever had a conversation. Really, they talk about superheroes a lot, and so sometimes they'll joke, they'll fall over and be like, "I'm dead," and I say, "I really don't like it when you say that." And, you know, they've talked about, like, animals being like, he was dead, like, on the ground. And they even quasi understand Lincoln's named after my grandmother, and whose initials are LJ, so his initials were LJ. He would say to my mom, who's still very heartbroken over the loss of her mother, he'd say to her mom, like, "Is your mommy dead?" And she'd say, "Yes, you know, you're named after him." And he'd say something like, "Well, is she in heaven then?" You know, like, so they have some fleeting
Okay.
concept of things like
They know
God.
heaven.
Crazy. But does it strike anybody else as particularly insane that Wendi is having a conversation with her 3-year-old and her 5-year-old about death the day before their dad dies? That's kind of convenient. How crazy is crazy?
I mean, I don't know.
And let me just kind of back. I'm not sure what investigator Ison kind of told you. You know that he's still alive.
No, I didn't know that.
He's.
Is he possibly gonna make it?
I don't know the answer to that. I know.
He made it sound like he was gone. So does that mean that he might be okay? You know,
You know, a 3-year-old, let's be honest here, okay? A 3-year-old is learning what the cow says. You know what I mean? Moo. Um, a 5-year-old is trying to figure out how to spell their name. Who tries to explain death to a 3-year-old or a 5-year-old? You don't even talk about death. You talk about, well, our loved one went to heaven and one day we'll see them again. Am I wrong about that? Who in the world tries to explain end of life, gone, to a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old? Who? Anyone? No, they don't, because the kids have no way of conceptualizing it. So you try to remove the trauma. You say, daddy had to go be in heaven with his, grandma. You try to make it something that the child can identify with to reduce trauma. And then you say, one day we'll see them again, right? So they don't panic. This chick is literally talking to a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old about death 24 hours before their dad is dead. And damn, to me, she seems like she can't wait to tell them. Oh, what should I say to them? How should I say? I should tell them today, right? It's like, calm down, Wendi. All of that'll come in due time. I mean, this girl was chomping at the bit to get to her new life.
I don't think,
A life minus Dan Markel.
from what it sounds like, I don't think he'll be
the same. Okay,
Right,
but he might make
Caroline?
it.
I don't
might
want
be-
to give you that false
I'm
hope.
sorry, I just
No,
thought
it's
he was
okay.
gone and now I don't know what to tell. It's sort of a game changer.
I know,
Like,
and that's why I was kind of asking you.
I didn't know that. He
I
made
mean,
it
I
sound
don't-
like he made it sound like he was gone.
I don't think it's good though.
I know that's sort of what he said, but I assumed he was saying that like euphemistically.
And that's why I'm kind of at, because I don't want to be misleading
Is
in
there
this
any way to
conversation.
find out because if he might be okay, like I want to bring the kids to him so they can.
And that's
And here's another crazy thought, y'all. Imagine the 2 boys now are like, what are they like? Are they 14 and 16 or 14 and 17? Right? Or no, maybe they're 15 and 17. What do you think they think when they watch this? Do you think they pick up on these subtleties like we are? Wow, so crazy.
this kind of stuff we'll talk about in a little, but let me ask him.
I just think that's different, right? Like if
No,
he's not
it
gonna
is.
make it and he can see the kids one more time, then he should see them. So is there are we getting updates from the hospital?
They have been, they were at the hospital. Obviously, when something like this happens, they do go to the hospital.
How did this? So when it happened, did someone call the police because they heard a gunshot or something? How would they know to did he call the police? How would they know to take him to the hospital?
I don't know the answers to all these, and I'm not, I'm gonna let, when Investigator Ison comes back in here, I'll let you kind of ask some of those questions.
Okay.
Okay.
Were there any witnesses?
But I didn't want you.
Did anybody see the 2 Hispanic men that did this?
To think, I'm sorry, I just didn't want you to think that he was.
I thought he was gone.
And that's what I was getting from your conversation, and I didn't want it to be.
If he's still alive, I need to make different choices.
Right.
I want the boys to be with him. I don't know. I mean, if he looks scary, then
You
Right.
want the boys to be with him. He's been shot in the head 2 times, Wendy. You're gonna take your 3-year-old and your 5-year-old to the hospital to sit on his lap in ICU, Wendy? You're again overacting, Wendy, overacting. You need some logic here.
And that's why
Is that why? Does he look scary? Is that why?
I don't know. I haven't seen him.
Because I think
Right?
I think that would be more traumatizing for the kids
Bad.
to see like something
Real bad.
horrible. I don't want them to.
And I will say, from a victim advocate perspective,
Yep.
I always recommend people not, to, especially young children. I
They're
mean,
so little. I mean, they
right.
could like. I want them to have. If it's gonna have to be memories, I want them to be good.
Mhm.
Because their last memory would have been taking them to school this morning.
Mhm.
This morning.
Yeah, so why do you want to go take them to the hospital, lady? Don't get upset with social work.
Is the
Fine.
police officer still at school? Like, are the boys safe there right now?
I don't know the for sure answer to that, but I do know that they checked on them.
I know they
know-
checked on them,
I-
but like the kids. I just want to make sure they're okay.
Let me go talk and let me ask them that for you.
Oh my God, she's
I-
dancing
Wendy, look at me.
again.
There's no reason for them to think that anything's going to happen to the boys right now, okay?
Okay,
And I just want you to know that there's no indications that.
but why would someone do this? Like, why would they just come after my whole family?
Well, I mean, you know that answer
I
better
do hear your
than
concern.
anyone.
I
Wendy.
do. I just want you to know though, like, there's no, if there was an
I mean, there's no indication some crazy person was gonna kill Danny, so why would they not think someone was gonna, like, anything could happen, right?
from what I understood, that there was someone that was at the school.
Did they find, they didn't find anyone, like, running away at the scene, did they?
I don't know that answer, okay? I'm sorry, I know I'm giving you a lot of, I don't know.
I know, I'd rather that than you make something up,
Okay.
but I just have no idea what's happening right now.
I'm sorry. Let me go see and try to talk to investigator Isom and see if he can give you a little bit
Okay,
more clarity.
okay, thank you.
Why does she make such a dramatic show whenever anyone leaves the room? Why is that? You know, most people cry when they're alone because that's when they're having their thoughts, right? When there's someone in the room talking to you, your mind isn't going to the imagination worst case scenario. But when you're alone and there's no distraction, that's when your brain pulls up those inconvenient thoughts. She seems to be exactly the opposite. When she's alone, it's like time to rest.
Okay, I tried Lynn's office, and of course it's, she's a state worker at 4:30 on a Friday, so she wasn't there. I called,
For my phone.
and not yet. I called Alan
What is
and
your name?
Sergeant Baldwin, Joanna, sorry. And I spoke with his secretary. He didn't answer his cell phone. I did get a hold of Jane. Okay, so she is on her way. Okay, and I'll keep trying Alan. They were sending him a whatever message to his phone, so he will probably call me.
Did
when
you
he
tell
gets
Jane what happened?
No, I told her, I didn't want to tell her over the phone. I said, I'm sorry, I'm being cryptic. Something's happened with her ex-husband and she needs you here and we need help picking up the kids and you're free to go with her when she gets here. We'll work on car seats. They may be done doing what they need to do with your van
Oh,
when she gets here. So y'all can take your car or we can get the car seats, however we need to do it.
okay,
Okay?
okay.
Do you want anything to drink? Or, I know that's probably the last thing on your mind, but anything to drink or snack, or I know you were at lunch, but
Just some water?
Some water? Okay.
Thank you.
no problem.
You got somebody?
Yep, she's on her way.
Okay, where's she going?
She's coming here.
Okay,
And then I told her we would figure it out from there. She doesn't have car seats, so we need to
can
work
you get
that
her a
out.
couch? Because he's doing the van.
Okay.
And they can move the car seats over to the
Yep,
other
and I
car.
didn't know if we'd be done or what, but we will get those.
Yeah, all right. This is I'm trying to keep you informed as much as possible.
Thank you.
I'm trying to be in a bunch of places at once.
My grandmother once said you can't have your tuchus in 2 places at once. So it's hard
That's
to
true.
do.
That's true.
I'm
Here's,
losing my mind over here.
okay, this is the thing, all right? I'm my understanding, okay, I'm gonna give you let me do it backwards, because this will be easier, or not backwards, but the other way.
Is he still alive?
Clinically, he's not gonna live.
What does that mean?
He has
he
a
brain
severe,
dead?
yes, he has a severe brain injury.
So much better than that.
It's apparently there's too much damage to recover from it. Okay, that's why we need to get a hold of
His family.
Right.
I don't know what his I don't know if he has an advance directive or
Right.
what he would have wanted. He once told me that he would want we joked, I said I would want to be like, if I have an advance directive, I do this kind of work, I run a medical legal partnership. Like if I once said if I ever was like brain dead, I would want to be like, I'd want the plug pulled.
Right.
And he said he would want all efforts made, like he would be cryogenically frozen. Like he wanted every single effort that could be made to keep him alive. I know that much.
My understanding, and that's what we'll have to get a hold of the family as soon as possible, but my understanding is there's irreparable damage. There's nothing that can be done. I mean, I'm not there, I wasn't there, but I understand from previous cases that the brain, his brain is damaged beyond repair. There's nothing that can be done for that.
Is he still alive? Should I bring the kids to see him?
No. He has severe facial injury. I'm sorry, and I know this is tough, but I would not want my children to see.
Okay, I just thought I got this inkling that maybe he was like still somewhat conscious and I
No.
wanted him to get to be with them if that, okay,
I'm sorry.
okay,
I'm sorry about that, but that's
Okay.
that's the way it is. They, like I said,
Okay.
there's severe injury, trauma.
Okay.
All right,
is
so
there someone is there a doctor working on him or are they just,
there's doctors at the trauma bay, the ER.
Yeah.
I think he's been transferred to ICU.
okay,
All right, and they'll have to make a determination about organs
oh my
and so
God,
forth.
oh,
Wow.
So hence, hopefully we can,
okay, the kids, yeah, the
all right,
kids,
now let's talk about the kids, okay?
okay,
I don't know who the contact person was it one of the ladies that you were eating with?
No.
Miss McPherson.
I thought I wasn't supposed to contact them, so I didn't ask about those two because I thought it seemed, anyway, I asked
That's
2
fine.
other women I'm friends with.
Okay, that are familiar
I
with the
think
children?
Jane is who they got.
Does the daycare place have to be contacted to allow her to?
Oh, I kind of thought I would go with her,
Okay, here's the thing, all right, as soon as this phone comes back,
yeah,
I have to ask you some questions about I've already known about the phone.
yeah.
Would it be possible
It
for,
would be weird for Jane to Jane likes the boys a lot, but it would be better for Lynn to pick them up just because Lynn has picked them up before. Like when Danny had a back surgery,
Okay.
they call her Aunt Linny. They're really close with her. If we could get her cell phone number,
Okay.
Or
Do Lynn
her
and Jane
daughter,
know each other at all?
probably a little through
Through
me,
you,
but
they're not friends.
yeah. I mean, Jane would be. Jane's a therapist. Like she'd be very comforting. She has 2 kids of her own. She'd be fine. But I'm trying not to freak the kids out any more than necessary. So Lynn or Alan, her husband, Alan or Lynn would be the best choice.
you don't have a number by heart for them?
No.
Okay.
Here, let me go chat with Joanna and see
Please.
where she got, if she got far with them.
The reason being is,
You need to talk to me.
yes,
Okay.
and you've been great. I mean, you understand exactly how we have to do things, and I haven't had to explain a lot of stuff, but really, I feel the need to, I really want you here.
Okay.
If, and you're not under arrest or anything like
I
that.
understand why you
But,
think I'm the
but-
primary suspect.
No, you're not the primary suspect. I have to work just as hard, whether you were or you're not,
Okay, I
okay?
understand.
To show what your activities were.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And let's put it this way. I think you're a straightforward person. And I think at this point, if you had anything to do with this, you'd have already told me,
Okay.
and you haven't.
Oh, really?
So
Look at her
so
laugh.
my thing is that let's
Wow.
let the,
My ex-husband caused me a lot of grief.
Did you see her laugh? Literally. She's like, are you crazy? Of course I wouldn't tell you. Wow. That was worth watching again, wasn't it? That was crazy. That's what.
It would be weird for Jane Jane likes the boys a lot, but it would be better for Lynn to pick them up just because Lynn has picked them up before. Like when Danny had a back surgery,
Okay.
they call her Aunt Linny. They're really close with her. If we could get her cell phone number,
okay,
or
Do
her
Lynn and Jane know
daughter,
each other at all?
probably a little through
Through
me,
you,
but
they're not friends.
yeah. I mean, Jane would be. she's Jane's a therapist. Like, she'd be very comforting. She has 2 kids of her own. She'd be fine. But I'm trying not to freak the kids out any more than necessary. So
You don't have a number by heart for them?
no.
Okay.
Here, let me go check with Joanna and see
Please.
where she got, if she got far with them.
The reason being is,
You need to talk to me.
yes,
Okay.
and you've been great. I mean, you understand exactly how we have to do things, and I haven't had to explain a lot of stuff, but really, I feel the need to, I really want you here.
Okay.
If, you know, and you're
Not
not under
urgent
arrest
to,
or anything like
I
that.
understand why you
But,
think I'm
but-
the primary suspect.
No, you're not the primary suspect. I have to work just as hard, whether you were or you're not,
Okay, I
okay?
understand.
To show what your activities were.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And let's put it this way. I think you're a straightforward person.
What?
And I think at this point, if you had anything to do with this, you'd have already told me,
Okay.
and you haven't. So
What? What the hell was the laughter? What was that? Oh my gosh, this is if I was on the defense team, I would totally play this part. I'd be like, you guys need to be looking you need to be looking at Wendy. She literally laughs at him when he says that. Oh my goodness.
my thing is that let's let the,
My ex-husband caused me a lot of grief. I would never do something like that.
and it's
So
gonna,
I understand why I would be the person you would think would do something,
well,
but
we have to work just as hard to eliminate
it's
people.
fine. I want to figure out who this is because I'm honestly worried.
Well, let me ask you, if you found out that this was someone that you personally know, would that change your mind about what should happen to that person
About what should happen to that person?
for prosecution purposes?
No.
Is there
If
any way that you would think
if
somebody,
somebody tried to kill my ex-husband, they should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law.
regardless of who it is?
I mean, it would be different if I thought it were my brother, but I don't think it was my family. Anyone outside my
She did it again. Well, it'd be different if it was Charlie, because I love Charlie, and I wouldn't want Charlie to go to jail. Man, this is crazy. Oh, Wendy, they are so gonna prosecute your ass. You are gonna be under the jailhouse before this is over with, sister. You just, oh my God. She literally just said, I mean, it would be different if it was my brother. Just in case you forgot that I threw him under the bus 11 minutes into this interview. Remember Charlie? I told you about him, right? He's one wild and crazy guy. My God. Oh man, April. She is a horrible person.
my immediate family, that's a tough one. But I don't think my immediate family did this. So
Okay.
if it's anybody else, yeah.
Okay. Would you think that this guy Charlie would even be capable of doing something like this?
No.
Let's just talk.
He's a joker.
All right. Based on the fact that the clock is
Damn,
already ticking,
Charlie.
all right,
I
and
had
we
no
have to do as
idea
much work
about
as
your
possible up
sister.
front. That's why I want you to stay here,
Okay.
if at all possible.
Okay.
But you're these children's mother, and if they have
I
somebody,
can't freak him out, you know? Like,
nobody's gonna freak them out.
I know, I'm just saying, like, my kids, like, they're already gonna have to deal with so much. Like, they're gonna wonder where I am. And the best thing would be Lynn and Alan to have them hang around with them. My friend Janine, I was with 2 women. One of them is well, they're both doctors, but one of them has kids that the boys are friends with. And so, like, he could go over to their house. They could go over to their house and spend time. I don't.
Sincerely, I am still in amazement that she literally just said, oh, they should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. I mean, unless it was Charlie. God almighty.
I don't want them like, where's mommy? What's
Mommy's
going on?
busy. Mommy busy, can't come here right now. Will that suffice?
That's so
For a
crazy.
little while, yeah.
Lynn, do we have a number for Lynn?
Joanna tried to get in contact with her, left a message at Alan's office for him to call. They haven't heard back yet.
Can they page him? Like, do they have a?
Now I know Jane's on the way here, and you just don't think she
I mean, I think she'd be okay. I think I'd rather Jane. Jane has just never picked up my kids before.
Would the school have a problem with Jane picking them up?
Given the circumstances, no.
Okay, well, do they have to have authorization?
They probably do. I mean, I could call the school, and I mean, this is a very unusual circumstance. I could call the school and tell them I approve Jane McPherson to pick up the kids, and then
Does she have a place to take them?
I mean, she has a nice house, a comfortable, like
Is she
a
willing to do
child-friendly
that?
house.
I mean, I know she's on her way here
She doesn't
now,
know
so-
what happened. I don't think she just knows I'm here.
No one knows what
let's,
happened, Wendy.
Let's get, Jane's on her way here, all right, and the school's out on Tharp, and I'm assuming she lives up in the northeast part of town.
Quite an assumption.
And look
yeah,
at that
she's off
owl
Waverly.
turn.
And her husband is a writer, so both parents are around.
Let's have Jane, you want me to talk to her, or just tell her that, or have Joanna tell, I'll talk to
I
her.
think someone should. Jane was a victim advocate too for a while. She's in there.
Jane.
Jane McPherson
McPherson,
My
or was
friend
she a
Jane.
victim advocate?
in Gadsden.
Okay.
Maybe she wasn't. She's a therapist.
Okay.
Did she do something at the university now, or she
She was the 1 million bones woman.
Okay, that's where I know it's coming from.
Will you coordinate with her, let her call the school to have Jane pick the children up? I'm gonna redirect Jane to the school directly.
Okay.
It's what's your,
Creative preschool. It's on Tharp. Right past there's a Magnolia school, and then there's Creative on your right.
It's right up here, right?
It's on Tharp.
Oh, no.
There's a
Park out
couple.
west of town?
There's a couple. I'm really bad with directions. If you were to go all the way up Tennessee
Right.
and turn right, like on, I think it's Ocala, right where
Right.
Super Perros is, and then you make a left on Tharp. You go up a little ways more, and it would be on your right.
Creative preschool.
I'm gonna throw up.
I'm in the bathroom if you need to.
Okay.
Do you want to
Leave
go
this
in there for a
open?
bit?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, well, let me know if it's that. I'm just gonna Google it, that's okay?
Creative preschool, yeah. Ugh.
Twenty-five 46 West Oak.
Yeah, that sounds right. Uh-huh.
Do you want?
It's like a whole cast of characters. You get Jane from 1 Million Bones. Were you involved in that?
I knew about it, I know I saw a lot of stuff on it, I
Yeah.
can't recall if I've done anything directly with it, but. Do you want me to talk to them first, or do you want
What would you tell them what happened or no?
No.
Okay. I will talk to them.
I'll just say, this person's got second circumstances, please?
Hi, Mr. Chuck. This is Wendi, Ben, and Lincoln's mom. Hi. I'm not going to be able to pick them up today, but my friend Jane McPherson's going to come. Is that okay? Her name is Jane McPherson. She's a petite woman with short blonde hair. Yes. She should have her idea if she's driving. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Chuck. Are the boys doing okay? Okay. Well, that sounds great. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Bye. My kid's outside playing. Ben is in the blocks area playing with blocks.
They're only a year and a half apart, so they'll be like a year
14
behind each other every time in school, right?
They have Ben's a July birthday, Lincoln's October, so they may end up a little more space.
Okay, so like have because July will probably be like the young baby in classes.
That was our,
Gonna be the older.
that's what we were supposed to talk about this morning, is like whether Ben should start kindergarten or go to kindergarten twice, or what he should do. And then he didn't call me back, which was weird.
Are you thirsty?
Yeah,
Let me see if
is it Joanne or Joanna?
Joanna.
She said she's gonna bring some water.
Okay, she probably has more time while running around. Let me get that for you.
Not
Let me
that
grab some more tissues too.
I've gone through.
Oh, I want to be around you. I just know if I was sitting here, what would I probably want? Not much, but I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
She sure is calm when nobody's there with her. And then she's hyperventilating when people are there to watch her. Are you performing, Wendy? Is this a performance? There she goes. Now she's crying. She must be listening to me. Or she remembered the camera was on. Camera, Wendy. They're watching you. Always feel like somebody's watching me. Do. Always feel like. Boy, they left her alone a long time. Too long. Her face dried. There's no wet tears on her face.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Investigator Isom, which is the man that's been talking to. He's gonna grab her.
Grab Jane.
Yes, and Jane kind of voiced to Joanna, the kids probably wouldn't really necessarily recognize her. So, and in the meantime, Alan and Lynn got in touch with Joanna. So I think now what's happening, Joanna already called the preschool. Sorry, this is a lot of information taken, but I think Lynn's gonna come here, get car seats, go to preschool.
She can't take the car because they're like examining the car.
I think, or I don't, but essentially,
They
yes.
can take the car seats out. The car's so dirty.
Okay.
It's covered. It's covered in.
You know how he is.
It's not good, Jane.
Really.
That must be, is that Jane?
I was driving up the street and I saw like the tape and I just thought, oh, maybe there's like an electrical outage or something. Like I saw the street blocked.
So you
I was driving into town. I was running errands. I was meeting some friends for lunch and I drove up Trescott because it's the shortcut. And so I drive up Trescott and I see the tape and I was like, I guess there was like an electrical outage because sometimes we'd have trees that would fall or whatever. And so I turned around and didn't think anything of it. I was at lunch with two friends and the officer shows up. And I've been here since then.
and you don't have a phone?
Well, I had a phone. I gave them, I said, you can search my phone because maybe they can like find something useful on it.
We have to go through a lot of these steps, and as I
Of course,
was explaining to her, it's just as much effort to go through the steps to exclude anybody that could possibly be
Well,
involved.
of course, yeah.
So we have her phone as soon as it's apparently it's taking a little bit longer than normal, and as soon as we get done with the phone, she'll get it back.
Yeah.
So we're just, the main thing I was concerned about is the kids need to be picked up
Well,
on
exactly.
Friday.
Right, and so when I came and they said they'd spoken to the Grossmans,
Yeah.
I was like, I'll get the kids. I'm a
Right.
social worker. I picked up kids that don't know me before, but I
Right.
think
I said-
especially given
I gave
this.
them your name and Lynn's name and
Right.
said, I think like Alan and Lynn have done it. Like when Danny had his back surgery, Alan and Lynn did it before. So, because I was out
Right,
of town,
and
so
they
like
have, right.
they've
they
done
have-
it before. They've got 4 kids, so they can.
I have, you're gonna be here for a while, you
I think
gonna so, like, I might have a blanket in my car or something.
Do we have anything
Do you
here,
have
or have they all
something
been
for
used?
somebody who could get?
Let me check.
This
see
one
if
is
that good enough for
freezing.
her.
And I apologize, I thought about that when she was shipping earlier, but I guess got a lot of stuff.
No, there's, clearly there's
It's
a,
not
there's
really
a,
the most
it is,
important thing
it's
right
not the most important.
No,
thing.
no, no, I saw her shivering and I kept thinking I'll go out and find out if they had a bunch of them. They had a bunch of them, but I don't know what's still available.
So what do you mean he's not good? What do you know about this?
I don't think he's gonna make it.
Oh my god. Really? Oh,
I don't know how to tell the kids.
Let's put that
that
on.
would be great, thank you. You really know that? You know that?
What's that? I'm sorry.
You know that, they don't think he's gonna make it through this?
You're not gonna make it.
And he's a TMH right now?
I was asking because I thought maybe he would, and I wanted
Right, right.
I wanted the kids to be with him if like he was okay.
Okay. Oh, God.
Yeah, it's hard to watch, isn't it? Hard to watch.
And he has family and stuff, but something.
No.
We don't have any family here.
No, it's-
Right, I know, but I mean,
There's no family here.
They don't,
girlfriend, anybody come down, nothing?
Amy, I don't know if Amy knows yet. I don't have Amy's phone number.
Amy's on
Oh.
Facebook.
I'll contact her later.
She's on Facebook. I mean, she can be found.
Yeah. I was thinking of one more thing. This is really tangential, but his friend I told you about, Matt Price,
Right.
his wife's brother was killed. So if you're gonna call someone first, Matt's gonna lose it. So
I don't intend on calling Matt. I just need
Okay.
to have the background on different associates and friends and so
Right.
yeah,
forth. You know, my objective is to find out who did this. So based on what you've told me, I'm gonna take that information, compile it with other information that other investigators have worked on, and we'll see where it leads.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying anybody that you told me about is in any way involved.
Is there
I
any
don't know.
sign of stuff being stolen from the house?
I can't discuss that.
Okay.
So,
But you are discussing that you don't think he's gonna live. I mean,
well, I'm telling you a fact that I know he's not gonna live. He's not gonna live. Okay. An injury that's traumatic enough that he's not gonna be able to recover from it.
oh, God.
Who heard something.
So I know that I didn't know why I was coming here, but anybody with more sense would have known that.
John told you that
Yes.
when you told him you were coming here?
No,
or-
they found John. Interestingly, they found John's cell phone number.
They found me eating lunch. I don't know how that happened. I'm fascinated still.
There are ways to find it.
Yeah, it's interesting. So they called my husband's cell phone, and he was like, here she is. Talk to her. And they said, you needed me at the police department, so I came.
Right.
It was not
What did you think I needed you for?
I wasn't thinking it was good news, but I didn't, my thought was that Danny had probably assaulted you. That was my
I
thought.
think that was Lisa's thought when she's like, I heard there was a shot. on the
Assaulted?
and so I hope you're okay.
So
She's a
that,
realtor.
Said that
Yeah.
so that was my,
she just said that she thought they had contacted and said Wendy needs you because Danny assaulted her. Good Lord.
but this scenario, which is now not seeming real to me,
Yeah,
didn't
well, me
seem
neither.
like was not what I,
Meaning
What
that
I thought
I
of.
just keep picturing the kids.
right.
Yes, Zelda, you did
No.
hear that.
So there's no point in doing that. Don't do that.
Crazy thing.
So
When Lynn gets here, I'm gonna just ask her to take the kids to her house. Would that be
Instead of my
reasonable?
house?
I think
Would that
that's
be
much
more
better.
reasonable?
Is that better? She has a TV. They can watch TV
Yeah,
I know, but
Yes.
they've been there before.
a
Yeah.
bunch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
take
they're
them
very
there.
comfortable there.
They
Take
have
them
children of their own.
They've got 4 kids. They're grown, but
take them there. Take them
okay, yeah,
there. 'Cause-
I'm gonna go make sure that I don't miss her.
okay.
Thank you.
Lynn Grossman, right?
Mhm.
Why
This is
are
Sarah, by
they
the way.
keeping
That's right.
Wendy there?
I am.
That's what I
You
want
used
to
to be a
know.
victim advocate. Was that
That's
right?
not true. Yeah, I've done
Like,
lots
what
of
are they
stuff like
waiting
that.
on?
I recognize your name
Are
and
they
then she's
waiting
saying.
What's your last
name?
Latour? I've only been here about 2.5 years.
I am losing my shit.
Well, that would be appropriate. I think
You're
you should do that.
laughing,
I think
actually.
if you don't do that, then that's
Jane,
not right.
who would have done this?
I have just
And
no
are they
idea.
going to come after my kids? Or me? Who's next?
Is Jeff this much of a lunatic?
I didn't even think of Jeff. I
Yeah,
hope to God not.
you're going Jeffrey was
Yeah,
half.
the
Yeah, of
I
course.
think you should. I think Wendy's been seeing a guy called Jeff,
Who's a friend of Jane's. And
who's jealous.
yeah,
Are you still currently seeing him or just something you kind of let taper off?
It's been a bad week.
Okay.
yeah, Jane and I actually went for a walk together Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, early this week.
Earlier this week, but you've taken a 1 week break from
I took
Jeff.
a 1 week break from communication with Jeff to figure out what to do.
Okay.
Because we've been dating for like
A year.
9 months, so like 10 months a year.
And when you use the word dating to you, is that's my boyfriend or is it more of just dating, like the casual? Okay.
No, like he was my boyfriend and involved with the kids and I mean, yeah. And we had kind of a fight recently, and he's been trying to get back together and I didn't know if I wanted to, and so he actually the morning that I gave that talk, my boys were there and Jeff was watching them so I could give the talk. Like he's Jane, do you think I have to tell them about him?
I think you
guess.
have to tell them about him because that is the only
God forbid.
thing that I can imagine related to you, related to Danny. Would be
The only
Jeff.
thing I could come up with was like his girlfriend Amy is recently divorced, separated, not really
Sure,
divorced. Like,
sure. So
what
but
if-
either of those people,
like the jealous boyfriend types, like what if the ex-husband,
right, totally. And you know,
Now they're
this
throwing
divorce
Amy
has
under the
been
bus, her
very
brother.
stressful. And Jeff has been very stressed out by the stressfulness of your divorce.
I mean, I'll tell them this, right? Like, can you tell them?
And when Investigator Isom comes back, you guys can just, say, and he'll ask all the questions that investigators ask that I don't think of very often because I'm a victim advocate and I won't think of
Right,
it.
but I think you do have to tell about him.
I wasn't
You weren't
Not
thinking
telling
of
on
him.
purpose.
No, I'm sure,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I wasn't thinking of it. I just kept thinking like who in the world?
Is he
Because
someone that has
Charlie,
um,
Charlie.
access to?
He's a professor of social work.
Okay.
He's
All right.
former
Yeah,
military.
Charlie.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But he's
you
not-
don't
Charlie, you
think about this
need a
guy as like,
different
oh,
family,
there's the
buddy.
kind of guy.
Right.
I mean, I would more just as like say that maybe you did this.
Right.
It's just relationally, he's jealous.
Right.
something is bad. I'm
Something is bad.
I'm
Yeah.
just assuming that this isn't true for the moment, but I guess that's not so.
And you have to look at it this way, telling them this, if anything, will help them disqualify Jay.
Right, and that's
Yeah.
important to do.
Yeah, of course. Do you want to give them his number?
I don't,
So we
I mean, I can give them.
They have
I
my
give them
phone,
my-
so-
They certainly have a ton of stuff from him. So I Googled, Trescott shooting.
Thank you for being here. So you Google Trescott shooting and what do you see?
Just that, police investigate shooting on Trescott Drive.
And it's on the news.
And unfortunately, the media here tends to get places and they can't really stop them from being
Oh,
outside.
how often is there shooting in like Northeast Tallahassee, right?
On Trescott Drive,
On
not so
Trescott?
often.
This is what I can't figure out. How did he get to the hospital? Like, did he call
The,
911?
a neighbor, according to WCTV, here,
And this should be said, the police department won't release his name until they notify
the family.
family. And that being in Canada puts a little bit more of a wrench into our notification because it's a little bit more difficult to do internationally, but
God,
we're in the process.
and there's really, his injuries are really terrible.
The police got notified because a neighbor, is it a picture of the house? Oh my God, you can see the car. You can't
Right.
tell it's our house.
Well, yeah,
I
right. You
mean,
can't tell it's not your
neighbor?
house. It certainly appears to be a
Could be a
house
house.
like your house.
And they say the 2100 block of Trescott Drive. It must be still blocked off. I bet it's gonna be blocked
Who
off for a
knows?
while.
It's certainly a crime scene, obviously a crime scene.
But it's like a thorough, I mean, a
I
lot
know,
of people
I know,
use
I
that
know.
as like a drive-through.
Now, people obviously know about this. Danny did show up places today.
I don't know that he had anywhere to show up today. Did he?
Yeah.
Like, did you know? Because like it's summertime, he works from home, right?
Right, but there are people, but imagine if any of us fall off the grid from 11 o'clock this morning, any colleagues,
That had a meeting or whatever.
right,
Yeah.
all of the stuff he does over phone.
Right. Well, he and I were supposed to talk about where Ben was going to school. And it was very unlike him that I was the one who got to call him. So like he called early this morning. I had a repair guy at the house, and he called early this morning, and I left a message, and then I called him back. I have the phone record. He called at like 9, and he told me he went to Premiere. So he says, I don't know, like I think he went straight from dropping off the boys to go to Premiere, and then he said, I'm going to do an exercise class that gets out at 10:15 or 10:30, and then we can talk after that. You remember how I had a voice thing? Like I hadn't talked to him. He was like, I know your voice is bad. Like, does today work? And he said we could go for a walk at the law school, or we could talk. Like, and I have this message on my phone from him, which is why I said to the officer, there's no way he did this to himself. Like 0 chance that he shot himself. You know, Danny.
I think there's 0 chance.
0
that
chance.
Danny would kill himself.
Yes, 0 chance. Like someone did this to him. So he had plans that we would and he said this at 9, like, we'll take a walk, we'll figure this out, we'll talk about school. And then I called him at like 11:45 or so and left a message. And that was, I thought weird, but I thought whatever, like,
And
he's in a
you
meeting or-
probably thought, oh, good, I don't have to talk to him.
I
But,
was really anxious
Oh my
about speaking with
God.
him and having this be a
Why
contentious
is
issue
you
about where
of
our
course
kids
it
go to
is.
school.
Oh my God.
And I didn't hear from him, and I didn't think too much of it. I just thought like, well, they'll just call me later. And then at around noon, I had lunch plans at 1, and I was supposed to go to a friend's engagement party tonight, and it's called the Stack the Bar engagement. So I went to go find bourbon. So I went to drive to ABC Liquors, and I went to go through Trescott, and it was blocked off. So I went around, and then I looked for bourbon, and then I got gas. That's why I was trying to show the officer, like, I have receipts from all these
Look
things.
for
But
bourbon. She didn't go in and say, excuse me, I'm supposed to purchase a 5th of Bullet bourbon. She went in and she looked for bourbon. She spoke to the worker about bourbon because she doesn't know anything about it. She didn't know which brands were good. She didn't know what to get. But then she jumps up when it comes time for people to start going to trial. She jumps up and says, oh, look, I happen to have an invitation that says buy Bullet bourbon.
if it matters if they're at noon. I mean, obviously, like, I would be one of the people that they would think did it.
Oh, you have certainly the most contentious relationship with Danny that anyone has.
Yeah.
But
They swapped my hands.
well, fair enough.
Gunpowder.
They should. I
They
mean,
asked me
they
if I
should.
washed my hands since noon, and I was embarrassed to say I hadn't. I never when I last washed my hands.
Oh God. Yeah, no, I think Jeff is somebody that they should talk
Okay.
to. And I don't know of anyone.
I think Jeff is someone we should talk to. Oh, right after we talk to Charlie, though. Man, this is nuts.
Oh,
They were asking, like, does he have gambling debt? Does he have? And I'm like, the only person he owes money to is me. Like, there's no one. He's like, he's a straight shooter, right? Like, he's not an alcoholic. He's not a gambler. He doesn't have a sex addiction. He doesn't, like, doesn't have any like weird stuff going on in his life.
No, he's a difficult guy, but he's not.
That's what he was saying. He's like,
not-
is there anyone that hates him? And I'm like,
He's a difficult guy.
he's difficult, but he's difficult in
not
like an
liked.
ivory tower kind of
He's
way.
not liked, but he's
He's
not.
not liked, but he's not hated.
Certainly not, and he has people who love him.
How do the students feel? Like, is he, like, are law students receptive to him? Like, oh, this is a great.
I think there's some that really like his method, and there are a lot who don't like him at all.
So you say he's more disliked?
He's
more
a very
feared.
abrasive guy.
Does he challenge you kind of with that
She said Dan was an abrasive guy.
video good?
He's challenging. He loves to argue, so
He's an
he's fairly
attorney.
elitist. So like the
He's
students,
very elitist. Oh my
students
goodness.
felt like put down by him a lot,
Okay.
and so they feel like insecure. And but again, we're not talking about like hateful and awful. We're talking about like difficult,
Right.
you know.
Right, and he has colleagues who really don't like him.
But not enough.
But it's just a different, right, it's a
Like,
different, right.
They don't like him. They don't want to go to lunch with him. Right.
No, yeah, no,
He doesn't
this
make
is,
friends easily, but it's not like he makes a ton of
Okay, call me crazy. Does it seem like they're having a little bit too much fun giggling and chattering about how awful Dan is? The poor man is laid up in an ICU unit, not expected to survive. And they are literally chuckling and laughing about the best way to call him out for being abrasive and difficult. So moments ago, she was sobbing and inconsolable. How nuts is it? This is what we call schizophrenic.
time.
and he has and he has very close connections at the temple.
That's what I said. I
I mean,
said
he
he's
has,
got Jewish community and like
he's important in the Jewish community, and he's loved, and he's
Are there
serious
two
academic.
Jewish temples in Tallahassee or just
it's
one?
kind of complicated. There's
There's
Temple
three,
Israel,
yes.
which is the Reform synagogue. There's Shomer Torah, which is the conservative one that he belonged to.
Okay.
And then there's Chabad, which is sort of like, it's not really clear. It's kind of like a proselytizing thing. And he would donate money there and bring the kids to events there and spend time there. So he's sort of affiliated with two of them and bring the kids to stuff that's shown at
At
Temple Israel
too. I mean, he's very, very connected across the Jewish community.
Yeah, he's very
Because
involved.
he's also very, like, he had a major Jewish education, so he's extremely knowledgeable about Judaism, and, he cares deeply about how people interpret scripture and law and rule and practice, and he's involved in all those sort of debates at the community level, and, he's very, it would be hard to overestimate how involved he has been in the Jewish community. He has a lot of connections.
And it was kind of one of the reasons why we got divorced is I just like, I'm Reform, I'm kind of culturally Jewish. Like we just had really different religious perspectives. I'm in the middle of a fucking nightmare.
I didn't want you to be married to him, but this was not the method.
Yeah,
That's what I said to the officer. I was
Yeah.
like, we had a rough time, but
This has been a terrible
he's
time.
the father of my children.
Right.
And things were entering a new phase where he has this girlfriend and he's out of town a lot, and that was nice.
I don't know.
That's why I know there's just, I mean, given his personality and everything, there's no way that he did this.
No, he didn't.
He
didn't
plans to be out of town. He was leaving on
And he
Saturday.
was
Like,
delighted with Amy, and he's been delighted with this.
Yeah.
And delighted with the boys, and
Yeah.
delighted with.
no,
with-
he didn't do this. So somebody did.
I mean, he was angry and upset about the divorce. Really, really angry at Wendy. Really, really angry. But really pleased with how things were going to go
It's been
forward.
2 years and things for him were a lot better.
Do you mind if I get Investor Iceman to kind of tell him about Jeff?
I think you should do
Okay,
that.
let me go grab it.
I can't believe you brought your own drink here.
Well, I wasn't sure how long I would be here. I was thirsty. I had just arrived home to pour, say, a glass of wine when they called and said, "Don't you want to go to the police department?" I said, "Jane, no, not really."
He believed I didn't do this, right?
I assume I didn't do this, but
I wish I had it, like, I was home working on a paper that's due.
well, you'll
I
have,
sent it in, like, I sent edits to
you'll
someone
have,
that, I
there's
hope they
a-
have the time log.
of course they will, of course they will. All of that is evident, you will, you don't.
I understand why they think it would be me,
Of
but
course it would be you, but it's not you. Jeff would be my vote. Again, just going by, likely, I agree
this
with you
can't
that
be an accident.
he didn't do this. Jeff,
I hope to God he did.
or Jeff didn't do it, but I mean, I don't think Danny
Somebody shot Danny.
like to death. Holy shit.
He's, I didn't even know that he was still living. Sarah had told me that, and then I started freaking out. I was like, I want to get the boys over there. Like, is he scary looking? Because I want, like, if he's not gonna make it, but he's okay, or he's not. Like, I wanted the boys to be able to be.
Isn't there, shouldn't somebody be with him?
I know, that's what I said. I was like, he's there. He's full on. Like, just. I was like, is he with?
Shouldn't somebody who loves him?
Yes, yes. Should I go?
I don't know about you.
Someone needs to go
I
there.
know. I mean,
He's by himself.
really, he's by himself?
I don't think they haven't called the family yet. They haven't called his parents. They were like, what are his parents' names? They're
I
asking
think,
me.
how about the rabbi?
Oh, that's a really good idea.
How about the rabbi?
Can you ask them?
Yeah, we'll do that
So
right
there's
now.
no rabbi at Shomri, but Rabbi Schnoyer Oyerman, that's really his name. He, him or Jack Romberg.
And they need to go.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Yes, especially if he's not gonna make it, so that they
He needs
can.
to be blessed.
if
My
they can-
God, he needs a blessing.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much for being here. I was sitting in this room by myself, losing my mind. I was at lunch with Janine and Ritu. I don't know if you know them, friends of mine, and these officers walk in, and we just finished, I ate a lunch, like I had a whole delicious lunch, and they're like, are you Wendi? We need to speak with you. And I was like, oh my God, are the boys okay? Like, and they're like, the boys are fine. And then I thought, oh my God, like,
What's
what's
not
going on?
fine?
Who's fighting me here? And they wouldn't tell me. And so he said, I need you to get in the car. And so he drove me to, and I started like, I just was like, what's going on? And they're like, your husband. And they said, ex-husband. And they're like, ex-husband? So they didn't have the, like,
Well, I mean, they're just starting this.
so they thought we were still married. And so I was telling him everything, and then I was thinking, oh my God, now they're like, I'm a suspect. I should.
Of course, you're a suspect, and you're a smart suspect. You should be the suspect. But I mean, you're not gonna get framed for a crime,
Right.
and it is in your absolute interest to, in every way,
Tell them
everything, because to the extent that if they don't know whoever did, if this goes unsolved, that's the worst thing for your
so
boys.
many things, Jane. Like, do you think whoever did this is going to come after the kids?
I'm very worried about that, and I think
I don't want to be like left alone in that. Like, I want protection, and I'm scared. I don't know who this is. I don't.
Okay, well, I mean, you should maybe go and stay. I think you should go stay. Can you go to Lynn and David's?
Ellen, yeah, yeah.
You
they have
should.
lots of bedrooms. I could just.
You
stay
should.
there
I mean,
for
the
a little
boys are there.
bit. Yeah.
And
I need to pick up a
They
few
need-
things. Like, I would need my contact lens case.
just go there. I mean,
I'm really glad you're here. I am losing my shit.
I wish they'd come back.
They keep doing this where like they leave for long periods of time, and it's 5:30 already.
Mhm.
I've been here for a while. I didn't know if I don't know. Are you looking to see if there's more info?
No, I
online?
haven't had this from now. From Danny. From Kara. So I called her.
I talked to Kara yesterday. I was taking a walk around 5. I met a new friend last night, a friend of a friend, this girl Malia. We went to Tallahassee food trucks
Wow.
last night, hung out with her for hours. Are you telling her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she also Googled. And she said, oh my God, there was a shooting, do you know? So both she and John,
Why would they Google? Why would that just come up?
I mean, I said to both of them, I'm going to the department. They're the people I said, I'm going to, John was there when I got John got the call from the police officer. So then I'm in the car. I'm like, I'm calling Kara.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm on my way to the police office.
Well, I would have called you in, Kara, but Kara's in Portland.
Right.
I'm really glad you're here.
So I just
I owe you
just
big
can't,
time.
no worries. And so I'm just saying to her that Danny's been shot and it's serious, because until I know that, I can't quite take it, and that's the,
Do you think you could, like, you're allowed to leave the room, can you?
oh, here they're coming.
Hey, I just wanted to let you know that Lynn just came,
Oh, good.
just got the car seats in, and she's headed out.
So we have a real concern.
Okay.
Would it be possible for a rabbi to be sent to the hospital?
Okay. So Danny's very
I don't know.
religious.
Okay.
I don't know if it's
And-
even alive, but.
Okay.
We're just really struggling with the idea that he's there alone,
Okay.
and he's very religious.
Okay.
Extremely.
And I'm sorry to think of this earlier, but I can give you the names of the 2 rabbis in
Okay.
town, and I think they should be called.
Okay.
At least he's not, because his family isn't, like, nobody's there with
Okay.
him.
If Sarah, can you write down these names?
Because I think if they could go,
Okay.
whatever's happening,
I understand.
whatever state he's in, some kind of blessing
I
is
understand.
required.
Okay, so I don't have any phone numbers,
Okay.
but Jack Romberg is the name of
ROMBERG?
Yeah.
Okay.
is the name of one of the rabbis. The other rabbi has a name that's going to take you a while to spell. His name
Sometimes those are the easy ones, because I find one and that's the only one there
is
is.
his name is Schnoyer Oyerman.
Common spelling on that?
That's really his
That was
name.
good.
But his last name
Okay.
is Oyerman, Oirechman. His first name is Schnoyer, Schnoyer.
I'm just Googling Rabbi Tallahassee. And
I'll see what I can find. If you'll tear that out for me, and I'll see what I can find.
Thank you.
But Lynn is here. The car seats are in. I've spoken to the preschool. I changed the name. They were fine with that.
Preschool knows that,
Lynn is coming.
okay.
Yes, I've spoken with them. After you spoke with them and told them she was coming, they were fine.
Okay.
Um,
Do they know what's going on?
I don't know. The investigator, made
Okay.
contact, so I don't know what all they know. But we spoke with Lynn and
She's
said,
gonna take him to the house?
yep, and
They
said,
know what's going on?
we explained to her he is severely injured. He may, probably will not make it, but
he knows not to, they don't tell the
correct.
So they're just gonna pick him up, say mommy's
Mhm.
in a meeting, mom's busy?
Time for McDonald's, Auntie Lynn's picking you up,
Okay.
and then I have her, cell phone number, because I knew you didn't have your phone right then. We'll get that back to you here shortly, hopefully.
Okay.
And I told her that you would call her and probably go straight to the house, whether it's us taking you there, Jane taking you there, whatever, however
Does
you
the
need
car
to
need
get
to
there.
stay here?
I don't think so.
I gave them my keys,
Yep,
right?
they have the keys because I
So
got the
it's
car
house
seats
key.
out.
Okay.
But yeah, all that should be done. Unfortunately, just everything's time consuming. So that's, kind of while we're waiting on. Okay.
Okay.
Let me see what I can.
We need that, and that's just. urgent.
Okay,
That's just
absolutely.
really
And
urgent.
it's Jack Romberg and Rabbi
You can call him like Oyrickman.
or Rickman. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see what we can do.
Thank you for thinking of that.
You're welcome.
And I did tell Mr. Isom that you want to talk to him again. So-
Yeah.
And is there a bathroom that I could use?
Yes.
I have a similar urgency need. Made me swipe my hands before they understood another.
I don't know.
You can go to your left. And then kind of in a little.
I don't understand why they're keeping her there. You know what I mean? Unless they suspect her.
Please do.
Jane, I'm sorry. I don't know that his family knows yet. Did they get that
We're
information?
working on that now. What we do usually as a law enforcement agency, we don't like to tell people that over the phone if we can try to avoid it, just because it's kind of shocking news. And we usually
So can you tell
What we're
law
trying-
enforcement there to go to the house?
correct. That's what we're trying to do now.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah, because we don't know, especially people's conditions and how they're going to react. So if someone gets so upset that they have a heart attack or something, we want, not to be on the phone.
It's better to have a human.
Mhm.
But they're working on that now.
Yes.
So, so it's an actual fact that he's not gonna survive these injuries.
That's what General Isom?
Yes, Mr. Isom. Yeah, that's what he.
He's not General.
Investigate.
Whatever. I call him Reggie sometimes. So it's okay.
Laughing
I was just
at
like in the car with, and I'm like, what is your name?
This is wild. What's
I saw that
funny?
one from Kara. If you need to call her, you can. You're not being held hostage here. Just tell her.
So what we're in the process right now, and to do that, generally we have to. Someone did a telegraph that we send to the other agency, kind of give them
Sure,
information.
right,
I'm
right.
going to make it's very old school as we were starting working here.
I know that it's not like, well, I don't know what's happening right now, but like as a little bit ago, it wasn't definitive. Do they want to wait until it's definitive, or do they want him to
I mean,
like?
that's what
They
sounds
want to
pretty.
get in contact with them because I think some decisions need to be made, and because they're his parents, they would be his next
Next
of
of
kin.
kin.
Yeah.
So he's still alive, but he's maybe on life support or some such thing.
I don't know the
Yeah.
medical terms around it, but it's from what Investor Isom was telling her, it does not look
He was shot in the head,
from what was Investor Isom.
I said that and he didn't answer it.
so it's just he was very badly
He shot.
shot multiple times, maybe badly.
When I think he did say that there was trauma to his face. And
Because
that's
I
when
was
you were
saying I
asking
wanted the
about showing the
kids,
boy.
I wanted the kids
Yes, you
to be
can't-
with them,
you-
but not if
yeah.
he looks scary.
And not if he's, there's nothing to be.
I know, I just thought he might be like,
No,
but
I know,
I got the
like
feeling
he
he might
got
be a
shot in
little
the
bit
leg.
alive.
Right,
And
right,
if he was a little bit alive, I wanted him to like touch
Be
the
able to
kids
see
one
the
more
children,
time.
but he's apparently beyond that. Like he probably hasn't
From what
regained
Investor Isom
consciousness.
said, correct, yes. I don't,
He's
from what
been,
he was saying, I
he
wouldn't
was
say
found in a really dreadful state and he has not come out of any kind of, he ended that phase. No, what, good Lord. Have you called your parents, darling?
No, after we're just
Did
going,
she call her parents?
they have
I
my,
don't see, they have her phone.
But
Yeah, but I know their
know
number.
their number.
I need to my family's number.
I don't
Know the answer?
know that, I don't want to say yes, go ahead.
Okay, I'm
But
gonna go to the bathroom and come back. Do you need to like, my suspect, you need to like watch me?
no, I don't need to watch you.
Okay, I'll be back.
What I'll do too is I'll just check and see if you.
Being kicked out.
Oh,
Really? But I can come get you if you need me.
Okay,
Okay? So if you can't drive, it's no problem.
what's
You
your
know-
number, Jane, so I can give you a call.
321-4657. I'm happy to come get you. I'm happy to come get you. You need to talk to these guys.
Can you make sure someone goes to see Danny? I guess they're gonna do
You're
that.
gonna
That's
do
not
that,
your
right?
job.
You're gonna make sure that there's
I know
a,
Sergeant Baldwin, when I was out there, I was talking to her when he
it's
was
really
there, so they were
critical
working on that.
that he be blessed today.
Oh,
It's absolutely
okay.
critical that he see
Okay.
that a rabbi go there, absolutely critical.
Alright.
All
Okay,
right, honey.
bye. Thank you for coming.
Okay, I am available to you. I'm going now, but
Yeah.
this is a process and you're gonna move through it.
Okay.
I'm glad. Thanks very much. And these guys are very generous letting me come in here at all, so thanks very much for
You're
that.
welcome. I'll be back.
I think he'll just ask you some more questions and they just need to, if they don't, and sometimes, friends and family try to help, but sometimes they can
No, it's good that you
tell their
called me.
side and, yeah, and that was good. Sorry, it's so cold in here and I was irresponsible and offer you a jacket
I'm not
sooner.
sure if it's cold in here. I was like shaking from the moment the officers came into the restaurant and were like not
Right, that's
telling
not
me
a
what
normal
was going on.
situation.
And so I didn't know what it was. I knew it wasn't good. And so I feel like my body started shaking a few hours ago. I don't know if I'm actually cold, but thank you for the jacket.
Well, it's generally, I don't have goosebumps yet, but usually I get goosebumps in this room, so it might be warmer than normal, but I think nerves. And then they said that they should be on your phone very soon too, and then that's when.
Will they just sort of, can I get an update from I just want to make sure the kids are not freaking out. Like, I don't know what Lynn told them and I trust her very much, but is there any way to just get an update on my kids to make sure I know they're okay, like they're in good hands, but I don't know. I mean, just to make sure they're not being told
Too much information at once.
yeah,
Right.
or just where's mommy? I would like them to say
No one
mommy's
needs
at a work
information.
meeting or
Right,
something.
okay.
Just something that the kids would understand. Sometimes mommy's at work, so they get the idea of
Okay.
I mean, they would wonder why is mommy at work at this hour, but something.
Let me check on that, okay?
I'm not trying to create more work for you.
You're not creating more, this is kind of what I'm here for right now, exactly what I'm here for, okay?
Yeah.
Right now,
I'm just
so.
gonna take a number to get to his parents in case they.
Yeah, have them. They would probably want to talk to the rabbi. So,
Okay.
I'm really glad he's going over there. I can't talk to him right now.
Okay, and that's fine. And I mean, he asked about you and asked if there was anything you needed and, okay, so, and I said, well, I may have her, if she wants to reach out and he's like, absolutely, anything, that's needed, so.
God.
Mhm.
Thank you.
No problem. And don't worry, Lynn, we spoke, she knows the children don't know what's going on.
And she
And-
knows.
She knows that he was seriously injured, and that,
Did she seem okay? Like she with
Yeah.
Alan? Are they?
no,
together?
I talked with Alan.
Uh-huh.
She was out when I got him.
Okay.
Apparently, he just does not answer his cell phone. He's like, let me give you my cell phone. I was like, I called it twice. So she was out somewhere. She wasn't at home when I got a hold of him.
Okay.
So he said, let me call her. I'll have her come. So she came by herself, but she had talked to him. She was fine. Cool as a cucumber.
Okay.
She's, and just for time's sake, I knew Jane was up here with you. I was going to bring her up, but just, it was
No,
at
it's
5:30 getting her out to get the kids.
Yeah,
And she
yeah.
knows the kids don't know anything. And it was going to be, mom's running late. Aunt Lynn, it's McDonald's time, whatever the
Okay.
case may be.
That sounds great.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem, no problem. I'm sorry, my face is so red. I told her I was laughing because my rear end's sticking up, bending there, getting the seats. I was like, oh, I'm sure
Oh
Seventh
my
Avenue is
God.
loving
Did you
this.
see all the Cheerios that are in that car?
We did, at least
I know
could be
it's
all that and
there.
out.
I meant to
No,
clean the car
please.
this week. No, I'm glad I didn't because it would look like I was trying to erase a crime scene.
Well, and the funny thing was that we said, I don't know which car seat goes to which. And when we were walking up, I said, okay, I have the left, you have the right. And then we sat them down and she and I picked them up and I went, I don't remember
one
which
kid
one
is
was
short
which.
and chunky and one kid is long and skinny.
So when they get in and it doesn't fit, they'll have to
They'll
figure it
they'll
out.
figure it out.
Because as we were walking, I was like, I don't remember which one was which.
Lynn is really great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so she was great. And,
Ugh.
Alan was like, because I was very cryptic with him on the phone. I just don't want to tell him. He's like, do I need to come up there? I'm like, no,
That sounds
no,
like
no.
Alan.
He said, everything's fine.
That's a good
I was like,
imitation.
she's all right. He's like, okay. So,
But you
every-
told him that Danny was
I told Lynn more than I told him,
okay.
just because it was on the phone. So I'm sure when Lynn left here, she called. So
Am I just gonna be here for hours?
I don't think so. I mean, I think they're just quite honestly waiting on the phone. Remember how we told you they put it on the machine?
Yeah, that he had to.
Right, to
yeah.
do the phone, and it just takes,
Forever.
depending what's on there,
Yeah.
as far as if you have lots of pictures of kids or, it takes some time to do that.
Yeah.
And then they actually brought your van back here, and I got the car seats out of that, and I think they were finishing up. So I think
I'm
that's
gonna
on
need
their
the
way.
police help to get the car seats back here.
You may.
I always have them installed here.
Yeah, and on the strap that goes over, we
Yeah.
hooked them. I didn't tighten them as tight as they should be. I was like, here,
You know
can you
what?
see? And she's like, nope, I'm good because they weren't moving. So
Yeah.
it's definitely a true. That's why my face is so red because I've been out there doing that. But I'll touch base with Isom. Hopefully it's not.
We wanted to talk to him about a potential lead, so.
Okay, I'll let him know.
Sorry, I know it's a lot of running around and.
I want to talk to my parents and get them here.
And I told him that, and he said it should be relatively soon that you get your phone back. I don't know.
Why not use someone else's phone?
I don't. Yeah, because you know the number. Let me go ask again. Just she just called.
Yeah. Do you have a phone, right?
Cell phone.
If I could borrow it though. Well, I didn't call any like weird sex hotlines or anything this morning.
That's okay. We've seen that
Really
before.
embarrassing.
That's all right. You checked your voicemail? yet?
Oh,
Or no, you
that would
checked?
be a 305 number.
No. Your number? Isn't that you?
Yeah, that's
Sam?
me.
Okay, call this number.
Okay, that
Uh,
says voicemail.
right.
Okay.
I don't know what that means, but I'm just basically going over this with you to see if you can clear up anything. Of course, this is Charlie, your brother. Charlie, your brother. Michelle Turner.
A friend of mine who lives in Colorado. Renee. Renee's the one that used to be the victim advocate. Renee is a very close friend of mine that is interviewing at FSU today for a position and leaving at 7:30. And if there's ever a woman I would really like to get a hug from, it's Renee, but I don't want to bother her on her.
Rita Hinden.
That's the mother of my friend Tova Nugget. So it must be like a family plan under her mom's name for some reason.
So
But
you called the
my friend Tova is returning her message.
TOBA.
TOVA, Tova.
Emily Benford.
I didn't talk to her. I sent her a text.
Okay, I
I
see it
just
too.
sent her I just sent her a gift for her baby, and she was texting me to thank me.
We're going to talk about Jeff here in a minute.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm like part of the ceiling just fell off.
I know. I was worried about that too. That one's right
Right?
before, but maybe some others.
Oh, I really can't. I guess I need to hold on to this in case.
Just have in case, yeah.
I just
And I took it down too. So when I get in contact with his parents, I can order.
it would matter to them to have contact with like the local Jewish stuff in town. I bet that's I won't answer it, but it's my friend Robin. I bet she's in the general counsel's office at FSU. I bet she's. I wonder what people have seen by now.
I don't know. And that's kind of why we're trying to get his parents notified, because it's very difficult now to beat technology and news sometimes in this field.
I missed Robin. Please call Jimmy Judkins. That's my attorney. Should I call him? That's my attorney for the divorce case, not like an attorney for like.
And once investigator Eisen finishes talking to you, I'd call whoever you feel comfortable with calling.
Okay. Whoa. Just need to know you're all okay. I don't even know who these people are. Can I listen to the message from Robin just to hear what's like why I need to call Jimmy? She's called a lot of times. God, I wonder what she knows. Try the. Can you write? No, she's gonna text me in a minute. It's weird. So why would Jimmy need to talk to me? He's my lawyer for the divorce case. This is Lincoln from last week.
You think very pretty hair. Very serious in that picture.
It's so cute. I just am curious, like what's coming in. Right now it looks like a whole bunch of nothing. No one's writing me yet. I can get the sale and Victoria's Secret stuff.
You can't really hear what they're saying. I'm gonna
Scott is
move it forward a bit.
since end of October. Jane actually set us up, which is why Jane thought of him first. And Jane and I had a long talk earlier this week. We went on a walk together and talked about, I wasn't really sure I wanted to continue dating him. We had like a fight at the end of June and it was weird. And then I went away for 2 weeks and just got back. And I asked him to just no contact for a week just so I could kind of figure out whether I wanted to be with him or not.
When did you ask him that?
Monday night after yoga. I sent him an email Monday night.
Yours or his yoga or both?
I don't know what that means. I went to a yoga
Who went
class.
to yoga together or?
Like together.
Okay.
Some guys like yoga.
I'm not judging. I'm just asking.
I go to yoga, or I
And
used
Jeff
to,
goes too?
and he would go with me sometimes.
So Monday night after yoga,
I sent him
this past Monday.
this Monday,
Okay.
yes, July 14th.
Okay.
I just sent him an email and said, my heart is really heavy and I'm having trouble figuring out what to do. It'd be a lot easier if I just like didn't have any contact from you for 1 week and then we'll kind of figure out where to go from there. And so I haven't had any contact from him.
Was he amicable to that or did he?
He didn't respond to it. I said, I'm going to take your silence as acceptance. And
Oh, okay. You were in person telling me.
no, I emailed him after yoga. He'd been like, let's go out tomorrow. Let's go out the next day. And I have a hard time saying no. And
Right.
so I didn't say no in person. And then later I wrote him and said, I really just need like a week of silence to get some clarity on where we are.
Okay. So he never responded. Still has not responded.
The only response I had is that I bought some presents for Ben for his birthday when Jeff and I went to Destin one time and he had them at his house. And so he brought them. I came to work and there was a bag of the presents from his house. But I had asked him at yoga, I said, oh, when you get a chance, I'm really going to need you to bring those presents because I don't have the boys this week and I could wrap them. And so he just brought the presents so I could wrap them.
When did he bring them?
It must have been Tuesday morning at some point. I think I got to I'm not in the office like 9 to 5 right now because I just finished teaching and students are out of session. And so I have writing deadlines. So I work sometimes from home or from a coffee shop. And so I got in, I rolled into work sometime mid-morning and they were there. So I don't know what time he was there, but I could ask my assistant.
No, that's fine. I just saying, you asked him for him
And he brought
on
him.
the phone, I
Yeah,
guess.
when I saw him at yoga on Monday,
Okay.
I had mentioned to him that I wanted to wrap these presents. I had all, most of the week without the boys and I was, looking for something to do. I might as well wrap Ben's birthday presents. And so he brought them to the office.
So he brought them even after the whole.
I sent him
Amazing
contact,
space.
but yeah.
Why would you say, what was how long have you been seeing Jeff?
Since the end of September.
Okay. All right. And so since September, you all have been seeing each other exclusively?
In the fall, I was dating someone else too, and the relationship really evolved around February. I post-divorce was kind of slow to but so I jokingly used to call him my special man friend, and around February, he started being more like my boyfriend. He started spending some time with the kids, and they really adore him. And I introduced him as mommy's friend, not as mommy's boyfriend. So they just think of him as Jeffrey. We play Star Wars with them, and so he and I would spend time together on the nights or the days I didn't have the boys. And then when I had the boys, he never stayed over, but he would sometimes join us for dinner and play with the kids and then go home. And things actually worked great. And I was very happy. And then we went to Gainesville together. He's a social work professor at FSU and he was teaching a class at Gainesville. And so I didn't have the boys that weekend. I went with him to work on some writing and we had a great weekend until Saturday night. We went out to dinner, we came home and he just was convinced that I'd been cheating on him for months and had kept track of it and was just absolutely convinced that I was cheating on him. And I kept telling him I wasn't. And he just I felt not very trusting of me. And it just made me feel really uncomfortable. And after that happened, I wasn't sure that I wanted to be with him anymore.
I'm wondering what brought this on, the whole not trusting thing.
I mean, I'd been dating someone else in the fall. And so he had asked me, did you see someone else in the fall? Kind of when things were good with us, maybe around April. And I said I did. And I told him about it. And he felt I don't know, he was jealous of him and he was like, I don't want you to see him. And the guy I was dating was leaving town. And so I said, well, I want to, go get coffee with him before I leave town. And he said, I really, I don't want you to do that. And we had an argument about it and I went and had coffee with him anyway. And he ended up at the same coffee shop at the same time and saw us having coffee and got really angry. But
when was that?
That was May.
May.
Mid to late May, maybe.
Okay. But do you think it was a coincidence or do you think he intentionally went
I
to
think it
that?
was a total coincidence.
Okay.
I was only there for 30 minutes and yeah, I think it just is a small town.
Okay. All right. What kind of car does Jeff drive?
I'm really bad with this. It's silver colored. I think it's a Nissan. It's very old and very rundown.
Okay. Silver Nissan?
Gray silver.
Okay. You don't know what year or how many doors or anything?
I want to say 2 doors.
2 door?
And I don't know what year it is. I have no idea.
You pretty sure about the 2 door?
I'm pretty sure. I feel yeah,
Is it his car exclusively?
exclusively. He doesn't even have to share it with anyone.
Okay. Does he live alone?
Mm-hmm.
Where does he live?
He lives in an apartment complex. I've actually only been over there once because he was kind of embarrassed. It's a basement apartment and it's off.
Man, she threw him under the bus, didn't she? She said he has this car and it's really old and run down. And I've only been to his apartment one time because he was super embarrassed. He lives in a basement. She tore him down to the cops. Ooh, Wendy, you made sure you put out a lot of suspects, didn't you, girl?
Park Street. I think it's called Victory Gardens.
Okay.
It's between Park and Appalachie.
Mm-hmm. It's off Victory Garden. You don't know the name of the complex?
I thought that's the name of it. Is Victory Gardens a road?
Victory Garden's a road, yeah.
I thought that was the name of the
That's
apartment.
I hope they do reach them.
To Park Avenue or is it?
Totally using him
Oh, is it halfway down?
If you turn left, if you're on Park and you're heading towards downtown, if you turn left, it's on your right.
Okay.
Who are you?
It
I'm
looks
sorry, I'm investigator Cherry. I've got a couple of
your
questions.
brother.
Just jump in
Go
real
ahead.
quick. Obviously, we asked earlier about Danny's passcodes, his phone, his iPad, and all his stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
I can tell you one that he used to have back in the day.
yeah, let me have that one.
God, it's the only one I can think of though.
It's okay.
I know a passcode used to be Maraglim1. It was MERAGLIM 1.
I'm sorry, M-E.
E is an elephant. RAGLIM. Maraglim 1. But this is
Wow, yeah.
as well.
I got that. Well, here's the thing. I got 3 kids, and we've downloaded a lot of games on our phones and our iPad and everything, and the little buggers will try to know the passcode. Now, Danny seemed very involved with his children.
Yeah.
I got that sense as soon as I stepped in the house. Is there any chance that the kids
Maybe
may
they
know?
know the iPad code. They might.
All right, when we get a chance, can we just double check and see that? Because that might help us out.
Can I ask them rather than you? I just think.
Oh, no.
No,
No, yeah, I want you to ask them.
Absolutely. They know. I don't have an iPad, but my parents do, and they know what's the secret code.
Right.
So they would know if Abba had a secret. That's what they call Danny. They call him Abba. They would know if Abba had a secret code. What's the secret code?
Right.
So I can ask them in a way that.
Yeah, so the iPad and the phone, if they know.
Does his
Let me
phone have
give
a
you
passcode? Do you have his phone? Yeah.
Here's the kid's date of birth.
I was thinking maybe that. I mean, I don't know. Usually people use like dogs. We don't have a dog. He didn't have a dog growing up.
Yeah. Well, the texture told me that it was possibly a number. Like mine's a number, and not
That's what
necessarily
I
a
would,
word.
yeah, I would think it would be a number.
Yeah. So I was thinking maybe birthdays and whatnot.
Yeah.
So one son's birthday is July 29, 2009.
Which was that?
That's,
That's good.
and the other one's is October 13th, 2013.
No, 2012.
I'm sorry,
2010.
2010.
You remember?
I know.
That's Lincoln.
I was there for it.
You were there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, mine are 6'3" and 8 months tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Okay, just yeah, let me know.
Okay,
what,
so I will, as soon as I see them and it's appropriate, I'll ask them
Yeah.
and see if I can find out.
Well, you can try the 2-day version out.
Oh, yeah, no, of course. I
Um,
just meant in terms of asking them what's
right,
obviously
yeah,
the code.
And it's maybe important to kind of get that out of the way.
I know, I just meant like I haven't seen my kids.
No,
yet,
no, I
so
understand. I understand. It is.
as soon as I see them and I can be like, does Aunt Lynn have an iPad? You know, does Bob has an iPad? What's his code? I'll ask as soon as I can ask, okay?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So that's, is that Hebrew, the Ava?
Yeah.
Okay, that's father?
Mhm.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know that like abuela for Spanish is grandmother.
That's true.
Right, Sarah?
It is. Do you speak Spanish?
No, I probably should, but I don't.
I do.
Okay, the guy that you were seeing in the fall that Jeff got jealous of,
His
so
name's Daniel.
Daniel,
Mhm.
Daniel what?
Sack,
Sack?
S-A-C-K. He's moved. So he was, he and I actually went to college together and I randomly found out that he was still in Tallahassee. But he was really eager to leave Tallahassee. He wanted to be in the Northeast. And so.
Law student?
No, he's teaching at the theater department. So we knew each other in college and then lost track for 12 years. And then he ended up getting hired by the theater department here.
But since left
Since, yeah, in May, at the end of May, he moved to Amherst to start a job there.
Connecticut
Massachusetts.
in May.
Yeah, end of May, maybe early June, something like that.
Is Amherst a college?
Yeah, but he's at UMass Amherst.
Okay.
My stomach really hurts.
Do you need to eat?
No, I don't know that I'm gonna eat for a long time.
Okay. Do
But
you need
I
something?
had that
You got water.
last lunch.
And you saw him briefly at the same time you were seeing Jeff?
In the fall, yeah. I'd actually never dated two people at once before, but I wasn't exclusive with either one.
Right.
So I dated them both until things with, until I realized like Daniel just was gonna leave and I thought Jeff had potential, so.
But let's get back to this Saturday.
Mhm.
I guess this was this past Saturday that he got mad
When I
about.
got mad, it was June 28th. It was before I left for Miami with the boys.
Okay.
So, yeah, he got really mad.
But what sparked that?
That was what was really sort of surprising is Daniel had been gone. We'd had a month of like really, really great times, very happy month. And we went out to a nice dinner with friends and then got back to the hotel room and I could just tell he was upset. And so for me, it kind of came out of nowhere.
Was that in Gainesville?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's when Jeff wanted to look at your phone or something?
Yeah. Did he tell you that?
Yeah.
Or yeah. So he had said that he wouldn't, it wasn't that time, but he had said, you know, you know, like if Jeff would be over and I was doing something, I would leave my phone out. I have this like old agenda book. I'd leave that out. And basically he said that he like saw that I had called Daniel and he saw it. in
Daniel
his phone.
Sack?
Mhm.
Okay.
Sorry, that's why I said there's Danny and then there's Daniel.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so it had really upset me that he had gone through my phone and that he had, I mean, I was just, the whole time I was just kind of crying. I was just really sad. I felt like we had a great relationship and his behavior made me think that I couldn't really be with someone like that. And I didn't really say much other than I was just really like, no, I didn't cheat on you. Like, yes, I saw Daniel in the fall. Like, no, I haven't seen him more than as a friend since February. And like, if you don't trust me, we can't really do this. So, and then he was, you know, really sad and apologetic and was like, oh my God, you know, you're the best thing that's ever happened to me and I'm gonna lose you. And I never really thought I would be in the police station talking about my relationship.
Well,
I understand that it's potentially relevant.
so this was on the 28th of June in Gainesville.
Yeah, so we drove back that Sunday morning and I cried the whole way. I drove back to the house and I told them like, my parents don't believe that I can drive the boys down to South Florida by myself. So they like to drive up and help me drive down with them. So my folks were coming up that Sunday. So Jeff left, I had a couple of hours, my parents came up and then Monday morning I went and picked up the kids and that was the weekend that Amy was visiting, Danny's girlfriend.
Okay.
So that was my first time meeting Amy. So I went to our former house and I was really, you know, anxious to meet Amy and kind of sad about 620. Sad about the whole thing. And so my dad was like, well, I'll stand with you. So my dad stood next to me on the doorbell and Amy was perfectly lovely. And I picked up the kids and they seemed really happy and got in the car and said goodbye.
That was Monday.
Yeah.
And then
I was in Coral Springs or Miami with my folks and my brother and my other brother came down. It was my dad's 70th birthday on July 5th. So we had a party for him and I had Skype contact with Danny and the boys. And so after we left the next day, he flew up to New York and was in New York that whole time.
who?
Danny.
Okay.
So Amy went back and the next day, Danny went back to join her. And so he was in New York the whole time I was in. He flew back July 11th.
Okay.
In time to pick up the boys on that Friday afternoon.
Let's get back to Jeff after you come back to Tallahassee, and I can't remember what day.
So I had lost my voice. So I got back to Tallahassee. My parents came with us, and then Saturday morning I took my folks to get the rental car. They left, and I frankly had a cold, and I wasn't feeling well, so I kind of just was in my house all day Saturday. Sunday, Jeff and I made plans to go see. So Sunday the 11th, 12th.
Look at your phone.
Yeah, Sunday the 13th.
You hadn't seen him since you drove back on the 29th.
That's right. So July 13th, I saw him. We went to a movie and then got some dinner and we're talking, and it was confusing because I missed him and it was nice to be with him, but I also felt kind of like uncertain given his behavior in Gainesville. I have kids. I feel really protective of, if someone.
It'll be the 13th.
The 13th is when I went out with him.
That's a Monday.
No, it was a Sunday. And then the 14th was the night I went to yoga and he came and
Yes.
seemed to want to like
Yeah.
go out a lot the rest of the week. And I
Right.
just knew I needed some headspace to figure out what to do.
Okay, 13th you went out with Jeff, went to a movie. The 14th you went to yoga.
Mhm.
He went to yoga.
Yeah.
But no discussion. Oh, no, you email him later.
And say just I'd like a week off. And I'm sure, I don't know, like you can find it in my phone. It'll be in my email track of what I sent.
And then basically to Jeff saying I want some time.
His
He
meals,
doesn't
yes.
respond, but he brings up gifts on the Tuesday.
Yeah.
But you had no contact since the yoga on Monday night.
None.
Okay. Nothing, no contact at all
No
since?
text, no email. I told him, I said no text, no email, no nothing. Like
Is Jeff a violent person?
no,
Not at all?
no,
Jeff own a gun?
I don't think so. My guess would be like 100% no, but I guess I was only in his house one time. He certainly could have a gun and I wouldn't know about it, but he
Lives
never
by himself.
lives by himself. He'd never talked to me about a gun.
Okay.
He was in the military, so
Oh, he was in the military before?
yeah, he grew up in California. His dad was in the Air Force, and then he was in the Air Force and ended up in Eglin Air Force Base, and he started going to community college and took classes and was really bright and ended up doing a PhD here at FSU and then taught in Arizona and then just got rehired here. Not rehired, but like hired. And that's how Jane knows him, is she's doing a PhD in social work and Jeff is a professor in social work.
All right. I want to get a picture just to confirm I'm not talking about the right person.
I probably have him on my
Sure.
phone. And you can find him on FSU, right?
How long has he been back at FSU?
Since August. And I'm just thinking Jeremy might be a good person to know about what's going on. I don't know if there's a good person to know.
What I would say, because we're still trying to work on getting his parents
Yeah, so
notified,
do that
just
first.
kind of, and what I'll do is, if you leave there before I have confirmations, before I get to talk to his parents, I got your number, I'll call you as soon as, they know. And obviously it's, unfortunately, things like this do get around, and it's sometimes for your benefit too, because you're gonna start getting inundated, right? And sometimes my suggestion is if you're comfortable with it, like have someone else man your phone or something like that,
I want to see this. I now have two
You can
messages
just
from the Utah. Can't hear them. I can only hear like barely any. Oh God.
Wonder what she's doing here.
He's the academic dean at the law school, and he's saying it's an emergency. I'm guessing it's an emergency because he wants to know.
You don't have a number for his sister, do you?
Let me see. I might actually. I recently went through my phone and deleted stuff I
Right.
wasn't using, but let me see if I have Shelly. I don't have Shelly.
And it's Shelley Markle?
Markel.
Markel. Is it SHELL?
Why? Just why? I think I have Phil.
Okay.
I do. I have Phil.
Okay. Because we tried Ruth's number and she didn't answer.
So a lot of times they have a place up north
Okay.
that they go to on the weekends. I don't have that number, but Phil might answer
Okay.
my cell phone. So here's
877?
it's he does a lot of business, and so
Okay.
I think it's a toll-free number.
Okay.
Let me see if I have Ruth's. If
Okay.
I have the country house number. You guys are calling that home. Is there any update from the hospital?
I haven't spoken with them.
And people wanted to
I did
know,
speak
or-
with ICU. I spoke with the nurse.
Is that the number you have for Ruth's house? His parents are recently divorced.
Okay.
I think she's at that number.
All right. Obviously, something we try to avoid as far as we like to have someone make contact in person, but we're just not having any luck right now because we don't have an address. We have business, because I was able to Google stuff and see the business
Yeah,
stuff.
they're not going to be there.
Right. So this is what we're going to try and do.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry,
Yeah.
it's not ideal generally, but to try to get someone there for someone, but sometimes time isn't necessarily always on our side.
Because they want someone.
Well, they need to tell someone, because eventually they need someone to make those decisions and stuff like that.
Okay. It looks bizarre to get these messages of it's taking forever to get through court. It's teaching me to have a lot more patience as an attorney. But we have a meeting coming up soon. It was supposed to be the 24th, and then Jimmy just moved it to the 30th or the 31st. So that's why I feel what's the urgency if it's not about this? What would he need to talk about?
When did he start sending this email?
This, I
Or the
actually,
voicemail, or
I got one from Robin at 5 and one at 6. And that's unusual. And she's not
and I don't know, what's Rob, but she might have inklings of what's going on, and she might be you need to contact. But again, you're not being, looked at as a suspect. They're just clearing.
well, I'm trying to help.
And you haven't, and I think you and Investigator Isom have been able to communicate well with each other and everything.
Okay, so Jimmy sent an email to me. So when we had our hearing with the judge about whether Danny needed to pay me, the judge was like, you need to pay her the money, like, I'm gonna hold you in contempt of
Which
court.
judge is it now? I know they just changed all the judges.
They
over
do,
there.
so it was Judge Hobbs.
Before?
Mhm. So like Judge Hobbs at that hearing, she was like, I'm gonna put you in jail, like pay her the money.
Right.
He was like, well, Your Honor, I have, I'm gonna file a motion for full custody of the kids, and I'm gonna file a motion for, he never did that, but like a motion for
Yeah,
sanctions against
none
county's
of
attorneys,
this
Kristen
is,
Thompson.
In 22, you're working on paper.
Mhm.
And then would you remember the call to Tova?
Mhm.
And that
I
was,
just left her, she had called, I was just returning her call,
Okay.
so I just left a message. And then I tried to, Danny, I left him a call. I worked in between. Once again, it'd be good. I'll get you my computer if you want to take a look at the documents.
I just have to validate all of this. That's all.
And
So
you could probably go to my email records, which you should have, when you
Right.
guys did the phone, you did the email records, so you would have of like what time I sent messages.
were you sending email messages during those times?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Between 10:42 and 11:22.
I think so, because I don't remember exactly what time, but before I left the house at noon, I sent off the like edits, like the citations to the law school library to have someone look at my citations on this paper that's due that I no longer care about.
Okay.
Um,
And so how can we say, do you have some way of showing
I
a
can look
timeline of when
when I sent email.
when you left the house?
Oh, yeah. So the only thing I have that is, the only thing that I guess I have is I was waiting to call back this colleague of mine, Joe Davis, and I called him from the car at 12:27. And he was the first call I made as I was pulling out of the driveway. So that was like 12:27.
That's leaving the house.
That was leaving the house. So I got into the car, I put on my earpiece, I called Joe. And Joe was busy with a colleague. So I was on the phone with him on the way to the liquor store.
Joe Davis was the one at 12:27.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I actually spoke with Joe. Laura, I left a message, and then Jeff, I spoke with for a while, and then the connection cut out. I went into a liquor store. I tried him back again. We talked for a few minutes. Connection cut out again, and I was like, I'm at lunch. I'll just call him back later.
When you went to the liquor store, did you already know what you're going to get, or you had to?
Yeah, I had the name of, I don't know bourbon, but I was supposed to go to this party tonight. It's like a stock the bar party, and so I asked my friend what do they like, and she wrote down the name of the type of bourbon. So I went in the store to get BULLEIT bourbon. And so I asked the guy in the store, like, where's your bourbon? And so he showed it to me, and I found it.
Okay. So you just went. He pointed out where the bourbon was.
Yeah.
And you go there and you just grab the brand that's familiar by the name.
Yeah, that's what they said they wanted. So.
Okay. So you didn't discuss with the clerk whether it's good, whether
No.
it's bad.
The only thing I said I discussed is I walked over and he was like, "Can I see your ID?" And I was like, "Oh, why are you laughing? I could be 18." And I was like, and so I was like, "I love to be asked how old I am." I'm like, "I'm old as dirt. Here you go." And so I handed it to him, and he's like, "You're not old."
Okay.
So anyway, we had like a little banter, and he was like, "Your eyes are so blue," and I was like, "Thank you." And then I left. So,
Will you put his name underneath there, please?
this
And
is so creepy.
just print his name.
That looks like him as a student. I wonder if that's like.
Oh, will you sign it? As you're saying that's who Jeff Lacoste is.
Do you want me to like?
Just sign your name and the date.
Okay.
I just want to confirm
Okay.
who this person is.
Yeah.
Call your folks.
Okay. I really don't want to make that call.
I know, but
I know. I just
you
like.
can wait if you want to.
No,
I
no,
feel
I
like I
just-
was holding you up. So
You were, and I
I was. Okay.
No, I want them here. I don't want to tell them what happened and what's going on because they're very emotional.
Well,
And
We're just not driving.
well, that's the thing is like they're gonna now get in the car for 8 hours and come up. And
Are they both very emotional? Is one more emotional?
my mom's more emotional. My dad's more of a straight shooter.
Okay.
Well, people must really know now because I just got a text from someone that said, "I know everyone's calling you right now, but could this really be happening?"
I just talked with Alan and he asked me, he was going to take the kids by the house to get some clothes and said that they have a key but don't know your alarm code.
I didn't set the alarm when I left.
That makes it easy.
If it goes off, it's 10:13.
Okay. And we spoke with the hospital. We've spoken with his dad. We did make contact with him. One of the other victim advocates was able to make contact with him. I don't know all the ins and outs of the
I'm sure
conversation.
he's devastated.
He's apparently in Colorado
Oh,
or in Aspen, or he's in Aspen, is at least what I understood.
well, at least he's closer.
Right.
Well, I don't know if that's any.
I was going to say, the nurse at the hospital.
Yeah.
The rabbi was up there, and I'm sorry.
That's not. It doesn't.
I know.
It doesn't matter.
I know.
I'm correcting you. I'm sorry.
And I realized that when I called Jane, I was like, wait, I wrote that wrong. Was talking about something about the rabbi and didn't know what.
I'm sorry. Phil was talking. His dad was talking.
No, the nurse at the hospital,
Yeah.
and this was prior to me getting them in contact about what type of Jewish whatever he practices.
Mhm.
Okay.
He calls himself Flexodox, so he's Orthodox-ish. That's
Okay.
why the rabbi is a good choice. The one that's here,
Okay.
Oyerman.
Okay.
He's like his
Okay.
denomination.
He is there. Okay.
So and language fucked up situation.
Don't worry. Really don't. I would, you know what, when next time I would let them, first because you're upset, so let them know that I'm okay.
Yeah.
As in you're
Well,
okay.
that's why I
and
need
then
to call them because my mom would be like,
probably maybe someone concerned for you that's calling him and maybe setting him up.
Danny has been shot. And I don't think he's gonna make it. And so I know. So I found this out around 1 or 2 today, and I'm at the police station, and I'm trying to help them figure out who may have done this. The boys are fine. I had Lynn and Ellen pick them up from school, and they're with Lynn and Ellen right now. And I'm gonna leave here soon and go be with them. But I really need you to come here and be with me. But I want you to either fly, if you, I mean, obviously you can't leave right now, but I need you to get yourself together. If it's too much to drive, I'd really rather that you flew up. I'm at the police station and I'm gonna leave soon and be with the boys before they go to bed. They're with Alan and Lynn and they're totally fine. Yeah, the boys are fine, but they don't know anything yet. In his house, I know, I know. So I just need you to calm down before you get in the car, okay? Okay, so, and it's, it's evening, so if you wanna come here tomorrow, I have a lot of people that'll, be here with me and, we'll have a lot of support. So I want you to take your time and just be safe in getting here, but I'd like you to come when you can, okay? Okay, all right. I love you. I think Jane I have the car here, but Jane might take me. I'm not gonna be alone, so I have a lot of support and I'll be fine. Yeah, if you could just come here, that would be great. He's in the ICU in the hospital. Okay, but be careful, okay? Okay. Okay. Okay, love you too. Bye. Mom. Oh.
Very strange
You did awesome with that
reaction.
call. You were so stressed out about it and you handled it.
I talked to Alan, okay? And just because, my suggestion to him, just because we don't know what's going on, was if he goes to the house.
Sorry, my mom might be calling back. She heard me. Mom? You did, yeah. I just wanted to ask if you could just tell Charlie for me. I just don't want to be making calls right now, so if you could just tell Charlie for me, that would be great. Okay, and just like it's on the news a little bit that there was a shooting on Trescott, and so I'm starting to get a lot of calls, and I'm not going to be answering them unless they're from you. So I would really try not to tell anybody what's going on just yet, just because like he's in the hospital and Charlie. I talked to Charlie earlier today, obviously before any of this happened. Like I talked to him at like 10 this morning, and he said that he was coming to visit you guys this weekend, and he had plans, and he sounded good. I just can't, Mom. So can you just tell him? Yeah, just tell him for me, and then I'm sure I'll talk to him soon. But I don't want to be on the phone unless I have to right now. Okay. Okay. All right. Love you too. Bye.
Strange.
I can handle that pretty well.
Such a strange
Did you hear
phone
her?
call.
Yeah. I think
All right, so that's about
Any
it.
anger towards Danny, or was it all Daniel?
He was jealous of Daniel. He was not jealous of Danny. He spent a lot of time talking to me through, like, it's been a contentious divorce. I mean, it's been a hard time. And so he would talk to me through things I would be upset about. Sorry, it's gonna happen now, I guess.
Any anger towards Danny, or was it all Daniel?
He was jealous of Daniel. He was not jealous of Danny. He spent a lot of time talking to me through, like, it's been a contentious divorce. I mean, it's been a hard.
And very sleepy, and I need to go to sleep. So, hey, Maria, no family, but you know what? In this case, it might be healthier for them. Yeah, the eyes for sure. You can be highly educated and you can be an idiot. She's proven that she can do both at the same time. An educated idiot, a useful idiot, what else? All right. Thank you guys so much for watching with me. I appreciate it so much. If you don't mind, please hit the thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, I would welcome you subscribing. And we will be here tomorrow in less than 24 hours. I'm sorry, 12 hours. In less than 12 hours, I suspect we're going to be listening to Wendi yet again on the stand, right? So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I wish I drank. I need anesthesia. I mean, it's hard to watch. It's really, really hard to watch. The giggling, the laughing, how quickly she throws everyone under the bus. Everyone. It's crazy. It's a crazy video. Really is. All right, everybody. You guys sleep well. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Tomorrow, less than 12 hours, Wendi Adelson back on the stand. And I think her arrest is imminent. All right. Please hit the thumbs up. I sure would appreciate it. Share it on your social media. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow, okay? And let's see, we need a song to go out on. What are we going to go out on? Let's go out on.
In the shadows of the mind where secrets hide, we dive into the dark where truth collides.
Forensic minds unravel the twisted thread. True crime tales from the living and the dead.
Why did they do it? To help, for love, in anger or insane? Who will remember them? Who is to blame? The victims deserve justice. The guilty should be until the end of time. Echoes of the past